Yeah, nicotine people freak me out.
That's fair. that's fair.
I've been better this year.
I think the worst part about vaping is that every single person that I know that vapes, I think every single person, I'm not sure about you specifically, started with cigarettes, right? And it's like, oh yeah, I'm smoking my cigarettes and shit. Oh no, these things are terrible for me. I want to quit. Oh well, if I start vaping, I can start at these like 9% cartridges. It's just like a cigarette, but then it tastes better and it's a little healthier for you. And then I can wane myself off. And then I check up with them like 5 months later, and it's like, so how's the waning off of nicotine going? And they're like, oh no, this is like 48%.
And I hit it 7
Yeah,
times
and
an hour, and you're like,
yeah, and since I'm allowed to do this 30,000 more places than I'm allowed to smoke, I'm hitting it all the time, bro. It's so great, and it's like it's so much worse.
Yeah,
you're having a hell of a time. You're just
gum is the way to go if you're actually trying to quit.
yeah. I heard the patches work pretty decent too. So
Patches,
long as
I've
you're,
heard
really on
I've
top
heard
of
that-
them.
Zyn is surprisingly effective.
I've heard that, but I also heard because of the ease of using the Zins.
Yeah, I've heard that
like,
too.
I've heard that the gum is the best because you get the oral fixation.
It's-
Um,
Is that a
Like, who doesn't?
This is Kite's quirk pamphlet.
Why does the card say Catboy, Ian?
Ty has drawn his first Joker.
No.
Kite has drawn his first Joker, and is number 58, the Cat Boy.
The
Hell yeah.
Catboy.
Oh, please elaborate. What does
It's
the
a-
cat boy do?
It's a +5 on perception rolls.
Oh, that's less fun.
No, all the part of Kite's quirk function,
I
he
was
needs to
ready
start
rate
drawing
Area 51 over
jokers
here.
in his deck, which actually for your improvement deck, I've just added 2 more jokers and then a couple other random cards too.
Oh,
Since you've now taken a couple cards out of the standard deck.
okay.
When Kite gets the jokers, he produces the slot machines. The slot machines are what provide permanent quirk upgrades. So it allows him to add cards to his deck, remove cards to his deck, add special modifiers to his deck. But it also allows him to permanently upgrade the jokers. So if he landed on a permanent upgrade and he had Catboy drawn, it would go from a +5 to like a +8
Mhm.
to like a +10 to a +15, yada yada yada. And it can also improve his hands. So then, of course, Kite gets the bonus. If his hand includes a pair, as he goes through, he gets +5 to attack and damage rolls for that attack roll, for that special. But if he then draws a slot machine and has a pair in his hand, he can upgrade the pair, and it would do +7 to attack and damage rolls, and +10 to attack and damage rolls, so on and so forth. And so, Kite needs to start appeasing the clown more. Or other people need to do funny shit with the clown.
For flavor, now that he has Catboy, does he have little cat ears just for flavor?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh,
Sick.
fuck.
Yeah,
Mongo is a
I like the canon that every single one of these cards, every single one of these jokers, when drawn, has like a visual effect on him.
I love that.
No, you don't understand. This is not good. They are going to think that I'm an anthropomorph now, and they
I
are
know.
coming after me.
I know. I'm so aware. That's why I said this is gonna be great.
Hey, PJ, we will see about the backlash from Mad King. Welcome back to A Gruesome Tale, everybody.
Yo!
Sup, suckers. Sup, fuckers.
Guys, it's been a while. It's been a good little while.
It's been a while.
It's been a while since I
Will
could.
you hand me that box right
No.
Where are we? What's going on? Who are you?
I'm Proxy.
Sup, I'm Wyatt. I'm 28, and I never fucking learned how to read.
there?
Are you 28?
I think I am.
In December.
Dude, fucking right.
No, I'm 28.
Oh,
I'm
you're
29
28
this
now.
year.
We had this conversation.
I thought you were. I thought you were
wrong.
just a little bit younger than me than that. I thought I
Yeah.
had like 3, almost 4 years on.
We're
you.
like,
That's
we're
on
like,
me.
I'm the same age as
Oh,
Ty.
okay.
Ty, you were born in 96, right?
7.
97. I'm older than Ty.
Oh,
By
I'm
like
just a little bit
yeah.
younger than Ty.
You're
By, like,
older by like 3 months.
3 months.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because I was born in 96 by like a fucking week.
Wait, what year
Yeah.
were you born? Adriana?
96.
98.
She was born in 98.
What month?
August 27th.
God damn it!
Oh, baby,
baby.
God damn it!
the baby and Mad King, the baby and Gruesome Tale.
Fucking hate it.
No, I just act like a fucking child.
Yeah, that's fair. It's true.
This is all of us playing D&D on a
Shut up.
Monday night, pretty sure.
Realistically, right? As far as like average age for streamers go, D&D's up there.
Yeah.
D&D's got the older crowd
Which is good.
for sure, which is just fine.
Watching the 13-year-olds play it, you're
And
like,
it's I don't know. There's like Kim's little brother, he's 13 and he's super into D&D, and I have like floated the idea of
nailed a decent-
yeah, no, he's a good kid.
You can't hold
of,
a
like,
straight line of contact with a fucking Bluetooth machine.
Yeah,
But other
yeah, he
than
is a little
that,
scatterbrained. He's
other than
13.
that,
Yeah.
13-year-old boy.
I'm over
That is a good question. Have we checked if Waffle House is still open?
Oh shit, yeah, that's the teller.
I don't think there's a single Waffle House in all of Japan, so it's a long plane ride for you guys to find that out. Plus, of course, it's just Japan that's under like
Yeah.
occupation right
Everywhere else
now.
is
The rest of the world doesn't matter in the My Hero Academia universe. They introduced God, what's her name? Star Spangle,
Yeah.
something like
I
that.
mean-
The American hero for like all of
All Might was
one.
like from
manga.
America.
No,
There
All
is
Might
not a
Like
there
from
is
America?
studied in America.
Oh.
He like had a college
there is not
internship in America.
there is not a Waffle House in Japan.
Sorry guys,
It's a
we will be
damn
it will be
shame.
unknown as to how serious the conditions truly are based on the Waffle House measure.
That was a good
Is
question.
there a churches?
At this point, Waffle House would
Surely there's
probably
churches in Japan.
still be in green.
Oh yeah. Like if there was a Waffle House in Japan, oh no, they're chilling.
Yeah,
this is a Tuesday.
like shit's going pretty wild, but it's Waffle House. you know?
Exactly. If a hurricane ain't gonna close a fucking Waffle House, a governmental coup isn't going to either.
What do you need to do to canonize a single Waffle House? I need the town, city, that it's gonna be in, and I need some staff names from you, and why a villain is gonna wind up there eventually, so I can also send the heroes there. That's what you need to canonize a Waffle House.
You think there's a reason that Bigums needs to go to a Waffle House? Let it just get dropped.
It's
Hey, yo, did you guys
waffles.
know that there's a fucking Waffle House over in like 3 towns over? Heard. I haven't had one of those in so long.
Frost is like, I know for a while. They fucking bail on the mission. They're like, all right, peace
Big as
out.
having
We gotta
grease
sit there."
withdrawals. You guys are outside of the prison.
It's like the end of Avengers where like they're all just eating shawarma.
Perfect. I'll be waiting.
The building's like destroyed, but we're sitting here eating fucking waffles. Yo, this shit is fucking good. That's what I've been telling you guys.
Have you put the chicken on it? And all the Japanese kids are like, oh.
No. Hear me out. Hear me out. It's incredible. I know it sounds weird, but trust me. Oh.
You guys outside the prison, Aizawa is there. You've got the full UA crew plus Proxy and Gruesome. Proxy and Gruesome are keeping some distance though.
Kids, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck them kids.
Aizawa doesn't really want you guys around the kids either, so like
Yeah.
and like you personally know Aizawa dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't
mean,
don't
like,
fuck with that one.
He's also best friends with like my worst enemy ever. So
Yeah.
he's like,
Yeah, it
yeah.
causes a little tension,
Yeah.
you know. You guys have the plan of breaking in and rescuing one of the heteromorph that you arrested,
a
Juan.
heterosexual.
Yeah.
Those fucking guys.
We're in the late stage gay
Yeah.
agenda, and you need to rescue the heterosexual.
Fucking normies.
Because you have found out that this entire city has been taken over and is being run by the Creature Rejection Clan. They are well known for being outspoken against heteromorphic mutant type quirks, and you know they commit low scale hate crimes, acts of violence. They're known for running these communities where you know it's totally legal for you to move to that city, but boy, you're gonna have a bad time if you got a tail kind of thing.
Sunset towns.
Yeah,
You're describing a sunset town.
yeah,
here.
yeah, exactly. I know what I'm doing.
I know what I'm doing. Oh.
Upon finding that out, you got a significant portion of them absolutely trash hammered, left them passed out in their kind of minor occupied barracks, and are now mounting up for your rescue. You have gathered Aizawa and crew, and Aizawa has the most generalistic of plans.
Could we not just have Bigum's portal this guy out of here?
That's what I initially had said, but somebody was like, no, we could try to figure out something else because we've done that a lot.
Like,
Yeah,
if you
and to
just
be
want
fair-
to pour a
to
portal
be-
out and bail, you totally
To be fair,
could.
the 3 times we've also tried that, it is gone.
Weren't we concerned?
We got
'cause
the
he was
hostage
very
out, did we
hurt?
not? I got him out alive.
It has been. I mean, fuck. I guess we could have done that. I don't know why I didn't think of that. It's been a minute. There probably was a reason we didn't do that.
Yeah, I mean, you've also got, of course, Monoma, who has Ito's
Copy
quirk.
quirk.
And the general idea was to insert some like teams into the prison, was my understanding.
Oh, are we? I guess I should ask Walker / Aizawa. What's the plan for these cop dudes?
That's the other part, is
Are
what do you do
we
about
wrangling
the creature
'em?
rejection clan afterwards?
Duct tape rips.
Yeah, I'll ask Aizawa, like, hey, what's you're the professional.
I'd have to call a lot of reinforcements. We don't have the kind of team. We might have the kind of team, is he kind of
Oh,
like
I
eyes
heard a jingle.
Bakugo as he starts like frothing at the mouth.
Something
We might
to-
have the numbers. Yeah, I'll get there. Hold on, let me finish my goddamn dialogue. I'm expositioning to you.
I was just saying. It was mostly if somebody else heard the jingle.
I also heard the jingle.
Yeah,
Ian heard the jingle too.
I heard the jingle.
Jingle
volume is turned up.
jangle.
I heard the jingle. He kind of eyes Bakugo as Bakugo's obviously like very tense, ready for action. And there's that kind of like, we might have the numbers to take them, but we don't have the numbers to hold them kind of deal.
Who needs
going
to
on
hold
here.
them when they can't walk?
And Aizawa, despite your and Gruesome and Proxy's just kind of wildness, Aizawa and crew are very still against the idea of murdering
murking people. Yeah.
criminals. Doesn't necessarily matter how bad they are.
I have not murdered a criminal
Christ,
yet.
they arrested Shigaraki, right? Like they arrested one for all.
I have murdered one here.
Or
one
sorry,
here.
all for one.
I put that dude's head through a wall.
I get those.
did.
I get those
You
gone
did
through.
do that.
Yeah, Bigums went a little wild and lost a finger.
Yeah. Hey.
I'm
I was really ready to be like, I haven't killed anybody either.
And
No.
firstly, PJ Boy, thank you for resubscribing. Whoa.
Oh my
And-
god, he's sticking around.
Katie Bug, thanks for following.
Welcome.
Walker's pretty much
Welcome.
Walker's pretty much playing classic D&D at this point. How do you want to do this?
Off with his head.
I have decapitated someone in this campaign. So far.
Yeah.
I count Dooku somebody.
Aizawa is kind of the opinion that even if Bigums blips in, blips out, alarms are going to get raised
Right.
and shit's going to pop off. He's kind of generically organized where he's got Proxy and Gruesome over doing their own thing because
As usual.
he doesn't want to touch them.
Because he doesn't want to touch her.
He has put kind of Toru in her own slot because she's invisible and obviously is the best scout. Proxy right there too, but he doesn't want to touch you.
He's like,
He has put Monoma with Jiro, with the idea, of course, that Jiro will be able to recon for you guys, and Monoma is going to be your kind of coordinator, your portal machine.
Perfect.
Bigum's Walker, he has put you guys with Kirishima and Bakugo,
Sick.
and you guys are the designated hitters.
Give Kirishima a high five. So sick.
Yeah. And then from that, Kite, he has put you with Momo and Mineta. And he has put you guys
Why?
on as a rapid response force.
Is it because I have cat ears?
It is
know-
now.
You know,
Mineta
I
looks
was,
up and he's like, oh, fit, you do.
Is
I
this
was-
punishment?
I was
I
gonna
feel like
ask
it
about
is.
the cat ears, but I didn't want to be the first one to say anything. You know, so now that someone else has pointed out,
They're in
Kite-
the clown's color
Kite,
scheme.
do you have cat ears?
Rar.
I
Sorry.
fucking hate it.
Monoma then, or
I signed a
Momo,
contract.
Momo then also looks to Aizawa and goes, is this a punishment?
Oh my God.
No, it is because whereas generally speaking you would belong more on the designated hitters team, they need a hitter on the reaction force, and you have the most utility out of the rest of the designated hitters,
Damn.
which means that you're kind of like point guard
First
for
tag.
the
You're
odd utility.
You're the first
reaction
tag.
team.
I'm gonna get smacked.
Oh no. Corman!
Medic! Medic! Wyatt! Sorry, Walker!
Walker, help!
The W's.
Walker, Texas Ranger.
Aizawa, of course, you guys do not have to adhere to these teams.
Oh, I'm so down to be in this
Right.
team. This
if
is a great
if
team.
you want to change things up, you
No,
can
it's chill.
change things up.
Is Bakugo in like a getting along mood or not so much?
He's antsy to get things started.
That's manageable.
And so it's
Fine.
one of those deals where he's going to be super agreeable once the shit hits the fan kind of deal. But when you're initial insertion, he's a liability. And so because of that, it's actually Toru and the reaction force that's going in first.
I get along with Bakugo.
Yeah,
This
you
is
get along
fine.
with Bakugo pretty decent.
This is fine.
Bigums has a frenemies thing going on with him, and Aizawa being unable to tell the difference between earnest bullying and friendship, sans Bakugo and Midoriya relationship. He thinks that you guys are totally cool.
we count kills. Like Gimli and Legolas.
You do what?
You're in the practices and you're just like screaming out how many robots you have, and you just hear like these
25! 26! Fuck!
every time you get it the opposite way though, and you get that leg up on Bakugo, it's just like these feral screams. And it's the moment you know from experience now, because you've had like 9 months, of course, with the crew, through like more normal training and normal days. Anytime you get that leg up and you call it out and he hears you, you know that you've won, because he just loses his shit. And it's no longer like focused explosions and like seeking out enemies. It's just everything.
Mass destruction.
Just everything's
I need
getting
numbers. I need to get points on the board.
And the way that UA works, right, is they tend to kind of disperse enemies in more logical ways. And so Bakugo never gets those huge concentrations of enemies that he truly craves, because it's supposed to train him effectively.
I love it.
And so the mass destruction just doesn't work and just tires him out too fast.
Works out great.
Works out great.
We're
You
all
guys are
friends here.
also, reminder here because it's been a good couple of weeks, Midoriya is in the area. He was spotted to the north along the shoreline at a dock. You guys had gotten a little bit of that info and you were heading to investigate that. You also have heard word that Overhaul is in the area.
We thought, yeah, and when we went to the bank, we thought it was going to be him.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was just like random goons and you were just like, oh, okay, whatever. No big deal.
Yeah, we shit stomped those guns pretty quick, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
I'm just trying
they-
to remember if that was like there was like a fight there or not, or if it was more like
And
a.
then one of the guys got away. I don't remember if it got him.
He did. They did. That was the winged guy.
Oh,
That
that's
Kite
right,
was
that's right.
like, Just run. Just go.
Yeah.
Just
get out of
Just
here.
get out of here, man.
You don't belong here. And he was like, you're right, I don't. And then he ran over, and then the police kicked the shit out of him, and now you think they're going to execute him. They're going to hang him in the morning.
For treason.
Well,
Or
Oh,
something.
yeah. That's where we're at.
that's
Yeah.
where you're at. So you know what cell he's in. So you guys have a couple of ways of going about this. Aizawa isn't exactly sure about the layout of this or anything like that. He was going to have Monoma do a generic insert, start with Toru, who can then comms back and kind of give an all clear or anything like that. And he was going to send either just you personally, quick in and out. But if you guys think there's more things to be seen in here, he was going to send the reaction team, Kite, Momo, and Mineta.
Well, I mean, I can only imagine that this isn't the only guy that they have in here. Like, so
You only went down that one short
Ex-
wing, and it just had the
exactly.
guys from that encounter, from that engagement there.
I will
believe.
say,
I think I said it that way.
we do still have the javelin missile.
Yeah, Gruesome's got the javelin.
Just throwing that out there. What we're gonna use it for, I don't know, but it's just making sure that everyone knows that is an option.
It's still bold of you to say like how we're gonna use it. Like now you have any control
Yeah,
over it
that's
anymore.
It's
That's
we.
a DM
It's we.
tool
It's
right
we
there.
as we as a collective.
No, it's 99% whatever Gruesome wants to do, and like 1% of Proxy being like, maybe.
Exactly. So proxy, like, hey, you just point him that window right there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
as
1%.
he's aiming it, Proxy has that one moment of like in the ear, like now's not the time,
Yeah.
or pull the trigger, you know, like.
And that's 1%. So
And it's it's a coin toss.
Do
He's
it.
got so many people saying so many different things to him at once, you know.
Today. Oh,
Watch Red Steel. It was good.
it was a little Red Steel was a lot of fun.
You guys are good with Aizawa's plan. You want to alter it. Proxy, you've got run of yourself and the run of Gruesome. Mostly you've got the run of Gruesome because I have to run,
Yeah.
7 other NPCs now for a while.
So I was standing off to the side, but I was able to overhear what the plan is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is he gonna be a team player? He will. He's gonna go to Aizawa and go, "Do you have anywhere you need me, or should I just do my thing?"
I'm going to be completely honest, sir. I don't know who you are.
Probably better.
I assume you change your look just about every other
Yeah.
day, kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
So
He assumed that Walker had told him.
now Walker hasn't
Anything about
narked
Proxy?
on
Walker doesn't-
exactly.
Walker
who
doesn't
the-
say shit. Dog.
Yeah.
Fair.
I've always figured out that Gruesome's here, and
Yeah.
Gruesome is known because it is, he looks the same.
Gruesome,
He
yeah.
has a very noticeable quirk and can be very, easily kind of tracked from place to place when the police are investigating things. But,
Yeah.
you've
Really-
also been very subtle with most of all of your
Yeah, he hasn't
shenanigans
needed
so
to, yeah.
far.
There's stealth utility.
Okay.
So if you want me anywhere specific, or I can go help wherever I'm needed.
I'm going to keep it completely honest with you. All of my students here, barring Monoma, I suppose, but even still have quite a lot of experience working in teams together, even under stressful circumstances like this. I know that you can work with Walker and Kite, but I do have them currently split. Can you keep a handle on that thing that you
Damn.
travel with?
He's got a name.
With Gruesome.
Better.
He's just like.
The camera pans over to the van parked over in the parking lot, and Gruesome's just picking his nose and eating it.
He's just like that immediately. He's like, I fucking hate Aizawa. Yeah, we'll take care of it. He just walks away.
Okay, yeah.
He's like, fuck this guy.
Yeah, sorry. Ruined your team player moment there.
No.
But
His,
your
his
Proxy's olive branch, but
his team player was not exclusively doing his own thing. It was offering, if you have somewhere for me to be, then
Yeah.
I can play by your rules, but otherwise I'm going to do my own shit.
yeah, but realistically, he doesn't know you.
Yeah.
He doesn't trust
he's not gonna-
you
he's
for
not gonna
sure.
Put me with a group he doesn't know.
He's not going to put you with a group. He doesn't know your quirk and just that quick, stealth utility thing. It was he could put you over with Kite
Yeah, but
and Momo, but Momo's going to have a hard enough time keeping these two in
Yeah.
line. And the biggest problem in Aizawa's mind simply is if you part and go into any group, he has nowhere to put Gruesome. He wants
Oh, yeah.
nothing. He wants nothing to do with that. He would prefer if Gruesome just sat in the van and watched from afar.
She doesn't even go
And
here.
so,
Yeah.
and so the question might have been insulting, but realistically, the best
Yeah.
place you could be, in his opinion, is with Gruesome as a voice of reason.
And Proxy doesn't have the wherewithal to care about giving him more information. to
Yeah.
make a better decision.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. I wouldn't
Yeah, he's
ever
like,
expect
"Fuck
you
you."
for that. Yeah.
Cool.
And Aizawa doesn't even know that Gruesome's got the javelin.
Yeah, we're not telling him.
Yeah. If
That's
he
our
if
little
he knew
secret.
that, he would straight up, he would have completely changed tone, and it would have been like, oh yeah, I've actually, we've uncovered that they have a headquarters, and if you're stealth and intrusion, we'd like you to go break in, and he'd give you an abandoned factory across town kind of deal and send the two of
But
you away.
He called Gruesome in it, so fuck you, dude.
Yeah.
You don't get any fucking information.
Said the dude who's basically made of clay. All right. The plan proceeds then. You guys kind of group up. A couple other things. Aizawa does tell the group that he has informed pro hero team Rhythm and Blues that they're going to be doing in operation.
Again?
Uh,
What are these?
They're the
Remind me
singers.
again.
They're the jazz
Remind
singers.
me again.
Yeah, you
what
know the
these
Blues Brothers,
useless
right?
Cocksuckers do.
Yeah, so one of them, he plays smooth jazz, and he can kind of like hypnotize people. And the other one plays like really obnoxious trumpet jazz, and can like deal sonic damage.
God, no fucking wonder the villains won. Jesus Christ! This is what
They
we're
took
doing.
out. They took out the top 10 in their initial stroke.
This is
They're
what we-
they're like a highly respected B tier hero.
I was
team,
about to
okay?
say we got the B team.
Highly disrespected.
Beacon was a good hero. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Japan is in fucking moral and economic and social crisis. Let me call in fucking jazz musicians like that's ever helped anybody ever.
I did totally forget.
Aren't you a jazz musician?
Aizawa would have.
Point, Ty.
That's my point. I can say this.
Carry
I had
on.
a card.
Aizawa would have informed you guys of this well before this meeting. I just personally last session forgot. The raid on the Detonate training facility went surprisingly terrible.
Fuck.
It wasn't surprising. Yeah.
Who did they send? Sega Dreamcaster man?
They sent
Hey,
current
runs really
number. What is he now? Number like 4.
Who?
Power Man.
Oh yeah.
Sega Dream.
Cementos. Pro Hero, A-Class Pro Hero Charge Bolt. Denki's mom.
Charge Bolt.
Yankee.
Charge Bolt.
That's
That's right. Necrophilia joke.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
All last session.
Pro B-Class Hero, 4th kind. He shows up in the anime. He trains Tetsu, and Kirishima in the first study
Oh, that's right. Okay.
arc. He's
Did
got
you
he's
bitch
like
at you
the
about
mob
aliens
boss with
until you
4
give up?
arms. He's just an enhancer kind of guy. And then from UA, Kaminari, Tokoyami, Tetsu, and Kendo.
That's a pretty decent.
Did they just outright fail?
The UA kids are all okay. Cementos sustained heavy injuries. He has lost an arm. Well, he's not cement. He just looks like,
He's like Smith,
Gumby.
like- yeah.
He's not cement. He's like chewed gum.
Oh,
Yeah, he has lost an arm in the combat.
Oh.
Charge Bolt is okay. Her life was saved by Power Man, who bravely sacrificed his life fighting the pro villains so that everybody could retreat when it was discovered that they were outclassed and outnumbered.
You're just
So
chipping
theoretically,
away
so
at
theoretically
this- yeah.
speaking, if they keep chipping away at this top 10, eventually we're gonna be in the top 10.
So they ganked the one useful person on the team.
Yeah, basically.
God.
Look, I've got a lot of respect for Cementos, okay? And I rolled for every single one of these. And then
He's
came up with
Gumby,
a
it's
story
hard to-
off of how everything came through. There are lots of injuries. But Cementos' arm obviously is a major injury worth noting. Everything else is recoverable besides Power Man's permanent case of death.
You know, it'd be like that. Oh, important.
0 pro villains were apprehended.
Fuck.
Nice.
There were fuckloads of just like C and D tier thugs, but because the heroes had to retreat in such a hasty manner, there might be some serious injuries that have knocked all kinds of thugs or even possibly some of the pro villains out of the game
We won't
permanently
fucking
kind of
know,
deal.
will we?
But those are nameless. Those are relatively nameless mooks that realistically you guys would have never fought.
that aren't a problem compared to the ones that they let get away completely unscathed
Compared to
and untouched.
Skeptic and Muscular, the two big ones that you knew of that were there. But it appears that they were reinforced between you leaving and them showing up. Plus, of course, Muscular was given 3 villain points and utilized 1
To rip off the arm or to kill Power Man.
to kill Power Man.
Thanks, man.
But Danky's mom still got it going on.
Danky's mom is good. She probably, she's got like a little singed hair, but now she's just doing like the pixie, Yeah. There's gonna be new pinups next Island Expo if they ever hold that again.
Gotta wait for the
Probably
next
not.
raid to
How
fulfill
about
my
the
dreams.
Jesus Christ. We have a Waffle House now.
Perfect. I will check the Discord and I will do a little writing.
Yikes.
So yeah, sorry. That is your update. I know last session I had promised the update for that and failed to do so.
Last session we played games.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. Last session we did just play games. The session before, the last session we actually played.
Yeah, it's like a month and a half ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
almost. Feels like at least a month ago.
What do you
2
got?
weeks, 2 weeks vacation. We didn't play the week
3 weeks.
before,
Yeah.
and then 1 month. Damn,
Oh, wow.
I'm getting old.
Yeah.
That's my golden bird. Ow, that's my. I bashed my elbow so hard today on my car. I was like,
Well, you shouldn't
I
do
had a
that.
hoodie, and I was taking off my hoodie.
Cars are
and
pretty
I didn't realize
tough.
it was there, and it was like, damn, it was like window right in.
Oh,
Oh, it hurts like extend my arm and shit now. It's
terrible.
Did you
annoying.
break the window afterwards?
No.
But,
that's,
like,
the only thing
revenge.
working in my car right
Toru is inserted into the prison. You guys are hiding outside of the prison. You do not see guards like patrolling the walls or manning the towers, but you do know that there are forces inside and lots of forces nearby. A small amount of time passes, just a couple of minutes, and your little group chat that you have made goes off with a text from Toru. Don't see him.
What do you mean you don't see him?
I found the other guys that you described, found the cell that you were talking about. He is not in there.
In 30 minutes.
It's been like 6 hours.
Oh.
Yeah, we had to squat up.
You not only had to squat up, you had to get all of them fucked up and passed out and then sneak out.
Does it look like the cell was busted into?
No, cell is in good condition. Everything here seems in order. To which Aizawa then kind of looks your way and goes, "Did you check out any other wings in the prison? Are there lower levels?"
I'm gonna text Glitch Monster real quick.
Yeah.
Just like, yo, help me out. What's good?
What do you need, Holmes?
Our package is missing. Can you,
Like from Amazon? Sends you a link for Amazon tracking.
We could never miss your package.
You don't need me
Walker.
for that.
You don't need me for
can you
that.
check the prison's camera security systems and see where they moved them?
Yo, you got arrested?
No,
Smiley face.
he was helping me out with this earlier. He's 100% just taking the piss.
A
Right
map
now.
of the prison shows up.
I'm gonna just reply to the one and just say you're a dick. Yeah. Is there any like?
You get a pixelated image in
Yeah.
return.
Of a dick.
Ooh, I'm not looking.
Presumably.
Enhance.
Nope, because I'm a minor.
Wouldn't have been his dick.
That's way
Still
more
can't-
concerning.
still
Hold
can't
on.
do
Wait,
that.
no.
It's your own dick.
It's your own.
Like, wait a minute. I recognize that freckle.
Hey, yo, why does it bend like that?
What a power move. Sends you your own dick.
Do I get any useful information from this?
From the map, there's a couple upper levels. Of course, you could see
Okay.
that the building does have some upper levels. There is like an administrative wing. There is also a wing that has like a general hold for, like the drunk tank, as well as where they keep the laundromat and the mess hall and all these different deals. There is the main courthouse, just kind of in the back middle of the area, and there are lower floors. Mostly like, there's a boiler there, there's a boiler room, there's some storage areas,
Mhm.
and there is solitary confinement underground.
Solitary There's not any cameras or anything he could get me access to.
He can get you access to the cameras, absolutely.
Can
Yeah.
I just need access to the camera so I can see
Yeah, you spend a little time flipping through
winding back. Yeah,
and kind of
I just do like a
looking
10
around.
time scroll and just like pull my finger across the footage, like see
Yeah,
when someone came back
yeah.
through it.
You scroll through and you do catch, a group zipping in, zipping out, and you stop, you go back to it kind of deal. Cameras just kind of mounted down the hall. It's the security cameras are not very well placed
Right.
in here. Well, they're well placed. They're just few and far between. There is a guard. There is a procession of guards that come down, open up the cell, spend an amount of time inside the cell, and they come out dragging Quan with his wings, with a bag over his head, and they are just dragging him. They just drag him down the hallway. You catch another camera angle of them taking him to the stairwell, but there appears to be no cameras within the stairwell or in the wing for solitary.
So based on those cameras, based on that stairwell, how many places could he have gone?
They could have gone up to the next 2 levels where there are other prison cells. You don't catch anything at anywhere around those timestamps for that.
Okay.
They could go down to solitary confinement, or they could have gone through, which would have taken them back to like processing and.
Tell her to check solitary first.
There is no camera in solitary. Okay, so you tell Toru
to Toru to go
Toru-
check it.
Yeah, she sends a thumbs up, makes her way downtown, walks fast but quiet.
She is homebound.
She sends you a text. She sends the group chat text that just says bail with a location ping. Monoma immediately snaps, and you hear as Toru comes back through, and she lets you know there was a guard downstairs. And when I entered the stairwell, he started sniffing and said, "Who's that? Who's there?" and started heading up the stairs. It is about at that point that you start hearing a soft alarm going on. Not like the full place, but there is certainly like a loudspeaker, potential intruder detected. Rally them in to.
All because some dude smelled a fart.
Yeah.
Seems a bit excessive to me.
All right. In and out. Time to go. Okay.
You want to just send right
I'm
down
gonna
to the
send-
bottom
I'm
of the
gonna send-
stairwell kind of deal?
I'm gonna send.
Take the hitter team?
Yep.
Hitter team and response team.
And where's
Monoma and Jiro were hanging back. Yeah, Jiro's the one who lets you know that there's an alarm going off and, people talking kind of deal.
Because Bigums is to get him out.
Bigums is the get him out plan.
Portal.
Yeah. Okay.
You look
'Cause
over,
Monomo
Bigum's
was
like
hanging
playing in
back.
the dirt. He's looking for worms.
Kite's
Aizawa was
doing a
hanging
TikTok
back
dance
kind of
next
as
to you.
a quick, super
Stop.
emergency response guy.
Caramel dancing. God, it didn't work.
So you're gonna take both teams in. Yeah. A portal opens up in front of you. Bakugo immediately just
The clown's
full
right next
sends
to you.
into
Also,
it.
dude.
I
You guys are
Before
bickering
we go
about
in, I
timing.
turn my commanding presence on.
commanding presence.
And,
Good.
I also take an action to bleed on the magazines from my
It's not
submachine gun.
rocket science.
Nice.
Get it together.
For your
man.
machine gun, you got an AK-47 now.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, you only got
it's
2
like, can't
max.
take these
So.
fucking years.
60, are they? They're both full, right?
Oh yeah,
Fucking 60,
absolutely.
good. That's okay. So how many volleys is that? At 60 rounds.
It's 60
Assume-
rounds. We'll assume 5-round volleys. You
Okay.
know,
That's fair.
that's
That's fair.
that's relatively disciplined. If you freak out, I'm going to assume more.
Okay.
But so yeah,
It does not have a burst setting.
no, it's an old like Cold War era Russian AK-47. Of course, it doesn't have a burst.
That's fair. Well, once in a while.
You're lucky it has select fire. You're
Once-
lucky it has semi-auto, right? Like normally it's off and on, right? You guys blip in, enter. The stairwell is going to sit here. A long hallway for solitary, nice and wide. and there are doorways once every so often. Of course, they are solitary confinement doors. No windows, no bars. There is a crazy lock slide. There is a like a barred gate here to the stairwell.
I like the implication that it's really a wide hallway for anyone who like takes up a lot of space as far as like a big dude who's coming in, but also like they still only have 5-foot doors.
Yeah. I'm sorry. There would be at the end of the hall. I did mismark that because this door would be, double sized or whatever.
Yeah.
For bigger
Yeah.
arrestees.
Thinking that they're like, you still gotta get through the door, but
Yeah.
but then it'll be fine.
And this isn't like the biggest city in the world. Usually, when there is an arrest and conviction of like a gigantic, like Gigantomachia kind of thing, inherently that has to go to one of the specialized prisons, like the
Yeah.
Tartarus prison, because 99.8% of the population, even with like 40% of the population or something like that in the My Hero universe being heteromorphic, they're still people-sized heteromorphs.
Yeah, or they can get to that size.
Or they can get to the
Like my
exactly.
lady.
Yeah. And so for most of these towns, they'll have an oversized holding room. So like, if they arrest an oversized individual, they might put them in just like the drunk tank and then
Yeah.
use normal cells for the drunks that night kind of deal. But yeah, they will tend to have one or two at least kind of specialty,
Makes sense.
extra sized. They'll also have, like these solitary confinements work for if Slime Guy was arrested, right? If you can
Alright.
just turn into water, you can't put him in a normal prison because the escape.
Oh yeah, I killed Slime Guy. That's right.
You killed Slime Guy, and they were the creature rejection clan was so happy with you. Called you brother.
What happened?
Hell yeah, brother.
Proxy, as they start entering in, you've been hovering around, or did you like full leave before they started the engagement?
If there's a way, it depends on the area around.
Uh-huh.
Like if there's a way that I can look inconspicuous, keeping in view of Gruesome, but also like smoking a cigarette somewhere and keeping an eye, kind of like.
Yeah.
looking around.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So the full front area where this prison is, there's a big kind of public access parking lot. It's not too far from like a park district and stuff. They tend to do that kind of thing on
Yeah.
purpose. So there's cars that are parked there. There's people that overnight their vehicles in the area. It's relatively late at night, so there's not much in the way of foot traffic, but it's not like it's illegal for you to be there.
Yeah, I can just like sit on the hood of the car. and,
Plus,
like,
this is
go.
100% vigilante run at this point, and so long as you look like a normal dude, there's probably not going to be a whole lot of questioning going on. They're not pros like that.
Yeah, he'll just be sitting on the hood of his car, then keeping an eye on the front of the building, and
Yeah. Uh,
following it on whatever information he can get.
Yeah.
Gruesome.
You see 2-3 guys bust out the front doors. They are in this kind of creature rejection clan soft uniform where they've got the armband to distinguish themselves. They are carrying rifles. One of them is on the phone, and it's like, we're gonna check the perimeter. And they kind of, two of them go one way, and the one on the phone, he's standing there kind of guarding the door, and then looks up and sees you and just kind of cocks his head. You
He like hold up his cigarette, like what?
He goes, yeah, hold on, I'm going to check one out. And he hangs up the phone, and he kind of slowly approaches. He gets within,
How far is he to begin with?
Oh, I'd
Wait, was
assume that
this-
you're saying like a safe, inconspicuous, like you're
Yeah,
not
like in
just
the parking lot.
leaning against the building kind of deal.
No, he's just like sitting on the hood of his car. smoking
Yeah,
like
so
Gruesome
so you'd
cigarette.
be a good 60, 70 foot.
So as he's starting to come up,
Javelin.
he'll.
Javelin.
Time.
Wait,
Do not
did-
follow me.
did these guys come out of the warehouse where we had the party?
No, they're coming out of the prison
Yes.
proper.
They're coming out of the. Okay, okay.
He's gonna like lift his cigarette to his mouth so that, like it covers his lips. So he's gonna be like Gruesome incoming.
Yeah, you hear. What?
He just wants some attention, so he's not completely startled.
Yeah. Yeah, he walks up maybe within like 40 feet of you in the van. And you see he's tense. Like he's not in a good mood. And he just goes, I'm going to have to ask you to get into your vehicle and move along right now. I understand that this is public parking, but the prison is currently experiencing a escape attempt. So if you could please move along for your own safety, we would require that, really. I'd appreciate it personally, but like you have to do this.
All right, I'll finish my sig.
Fuck it, whatever. Yeah, he turns around and walks back.
Yeah.
Yeah, you take your time finishing that sig.
Yeah, he's kind of thinking, so he'll text Walker.
Yeah. The van rocks a little bit.
Yeah,
And you just hear like mommy.
This poor kid.
Yeah,
Gruesome
you
is like in his 30s.
I say it again. This
and
poor kid.
you've got like a line with Gruesome.
With Gruesome or with Walker?
With Gruesome.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. You hear that through the line, and then it's just like, do you have some Tums?
Roxy's like,
You probably would, actually.
yeah, I was like, if this is a normal thing, then
You just like they're in the glove box where they
yeah,
always
it's,
are,
it's
you
in the
know.
first aid kit, like we always do.
He's like, we have a first aid kit.
It's just
Back
like
of the
8 boxes of Tums.
Does
Yeah.
Walker? Do you think Walker puts morphine in that? And you just like you hear rifling starting to go on
Roxy's
inside.
like, I'm so glad I made 2 separate first aid kits, one for Gruesome and one for the rest of us.
You hear like, get out of the way, scoot, move, get.
Gruesome's just like 8 packs of Tums and a cigarette carton.
Yeah.
You'll be all right.
It fixes everything. Proxy would text Walker and let him know that like essentially the 3 guys just came out and
Yeah.
talking about an escape attempt and everything.
Perimeter check coming.
Yeah.
Guns. Walker, I could steal you more guns. It worked so well last time.
I'm gonna get in the car and I'm gonna drive it like wherever we were. I'm gonna drive it to like a different corner
Of the same parking lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just move it over, and then when I get out, I'll go somewhere else too, and just look different this time.
Yeah. So like you like take a drive around the block and then.
Yeah, just somewhere else because it's that baseline.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be like, oh, I recognize that exact same.
Yeah, it's not like you just rev up the car, turn on your headlights, pull out, go around the loop, and then like right back into another spot
it's
where
like
he
if I
would
was in the-
obviously be like, "You just went and reparked, asshole." Like,
Yeah, it's like if I was in the top left corner, I'd be
Okay.
over in the like middle right or something, and then I change my appearance and go to
Okay.
a different section. Not
yeah,
smoking.
you move out. Your phone starts buzzing just as you enter the prison. Do you take a second to check your phone?
Check my watch.
Yeah, you got like a smart watch. You
Fuck
take
yeah, Walker's got a smartwatch.
you take that round. You look at it. Text from Proxy. Perimeter check coming. 3 guys out the front.
Probably let Aizawa know.
Yeah, I'll pass that on.
Yeah, you hit just like a quick forward kind of deal. Bigum's your first round.
Oh, dude. At first, I want to do a perception check on the room. It's going to be a 24.
Yeah, 7 doors, 1 oversized. You can't see through any of them. Slotted bars going, and you see a stairwell heading upwards. You do not see anybody currently. How much was it? 27?
24.
24? That's pretty fucking good. You hear voices in the stairwell.
Yeah. All right, we'll make this quick. Let's see. Oh, got. Yeah, I'll do just blink in and out of cells, just checking.
Yeah, you blink into the first cell.
Yep.
I don't need to draw that. Cell is empty.
Next one.
Bakugo is going to growl and just be like, well, where the hell are they? And he's got the hands curled in that nasty way that he does.
Goblin, like,
Yeah, he's got his teeth kind of showing.
Count to 10, big boy.
Kirishima's like, we'll guard the doorway, and he goes and walks over here, and Bakugo's just like, goddamn bars, I could go right through the wall. And it's just like, no, stop, hold on. Like, give us a second to find the target kind of thing. Kirishima's going to harden and just stand right in front of that gate.
Yeah, I'll cruise down and check this.
Bakugo
check it.
Proxy would be so fun.
I'm going
Bakugo
to count your first
exploding
round as
Proxy,
the
just like,
texting
Okay.
and information
Yeah.
forwarding, and I'm just going to go kind of one by one here
Sure, that works.
because I've got a lot of parts right now.
Do you think?
Momo's going to go over. She is going to back. Oh damn, that's a fucking nat 20. She recognizes this kind of locked door style, and she produces a PDA kind of device, and she just like plugs it in. She starts popping in a couple of numbers. By about the end of a round, the door beeps and opens, and you hear like sobbing coming out of it. and there is a man in there. He has a trunk, not quite like an elephant, but like an anteater. And he is just like curled in the fetal position, naked, and just sobbing. And the door opens. He's just, please, please, no. But that's Momo's whole turn. Mineta is gonna turn and like look at that and just be like, "What the fuck?"
If I farted in this room, do you think you could smell it?
And he looks up at you, Kite, and he's like, "So what are we supposed to be reacting to?"
It has wings, not trunk. Wrong one.
Wrong one. Yeah. Just close the door.
No, we still save this guy.
Don't close the door, but that's not who we're here for.
Kite, it's your turn.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck.
We need sensitivity training.
What was like, he's obviously a victim too, Kite. We need to get a portal here and get him out.
He's actually not a victim. He's like a plant. He's gonna
It's like kink.
first person who touches it.
This trunk is just like paper mache.
It's like a Monty Python in the Holy Grail. They put this nose on me. They just really didn't like
She's dressed like a witch.
They dressed me up like this. They even did the fake nose. Well, we did,
Did do the nose.
And the hat.
And the hat. But she's a witch. Well, we did do the nose, but he's an anteater.
Just some normal dude named Phil.
Just accelerate with the razors and stuff. And he's like, "Stand along. Go get here."
Get him!
Mutant.
I got that reference.
I'm gonna roll perception because I have cat ears.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
Oh my genki desu.
Where the fuck did it go? Plus 16. That's a 28 total.
28
Dumb.
total.
Yeah, I'm focused on the door at the end of the hallway because in my brain, that's where they're more likely to come from. I don't know what's at the end of the hallway.
Okay. 28 looking at the end of the hallway. It is a desolate hallway. It is squeaky clean when you open these doors. Of course, the lights are on. It is like this pure white room where the lights are recessed and hidden. There's nothing to look at.
Is that just
nothing
another cell though at the end?
to see? That's the oversized cell at the end. Remember we had that entire conversation about quirks and how they would actually probably
He was doing
export.
TikTok dances with his cat ears.
Yeah.
These are kind of fun.
These ears make me quirky.
I'm not like the other manic pixie girl.
Over and
I have
Kite's
cat
just,
ears.
Like, looking in the window.
Like that fucking,
Oh.
fucking character from
Yeah,
Always
you hear
Sunny in
voices coming
Philadelphia.
from the gate to the stairwell. Bakugo
Yeah,
and
but they
Kirishima's
got that.
direction. Yeah.
I'm gonna step to the other side of Momo and Mineta. I'm just gonna hang out, I think. I can't open any doors.
Yeah, you like casually walk past them. Give me a reflex saving throw.
Oh. 13 plus 10. Is it against fear?
No.
Fuck.
Reflex saving throws are not against fear.
23.
23. Something catches your foot and you like trip and stumble,
Oh no.
but you don't fall flat. You got cat like reflexes right now. And you kind of stop and you turn back and you just
Dude.
catch like this nasty side eye from Momo
Dude,
as she
his-
recorrects her foot.
What a bitch.
Careful, there's like a wire or something.
It's just this.
It was worse when you don't.
Sir,
give
are
me
you okay?
satisfaction.
Just as she says that, the lights cut out, and you guys are submerged in pure darkness.
Nosferatu.
Bigums, it is your turn. You are in an empty, solitary confinement cell, and now it is pitch black. You are all humans. None of you have dark vision.
I wish it
Right.
gave me cat eyes.
You got to upgrade it first. Appease the clown, and maybe it will.
I was doing TikTok dances.
Catboy V2.
I mean, we're all high school students. I'm just gonna pull out my phone, click on the flashlight,
Yeah.
and then I'm just gonna blip.
However, you are also a high school student who was recently smashed, drunk, and blacked out. You pull out your phone. You go to turn on the flashlight.
Wait, can I roll it? Can I roll it?
Yeah,
do you want?
just a d20. Pure circumstance.
8.
We got a 6.
Oh no, that's worse.
Yeah, you've got like 4% battery.
That's fine. That's all I need.
You're like turn your screen's brightness down, but turn the flashlight on.
Yeah, and I can
You hit
tell
the power. You hit the power save mode button for like the first time in your life.
and yeah, like I could blink fast. Yeah, I'll just like blip to like the next like cell and then like shine the flashlight.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you one cell at a time.
One cell
kinda
at a time?
deal,
Okay.
so that way everybody
yeah.
everybody can move. You
I'll
Flip
yell
across the
out.
next
I'll yell
cell.
out that this one is clear.
you guys don't hear anything
Oh,
because they're soundproofed.
fair enough.
Yeah.
I yell anyway.
Yeah. You blip across to the next one. You shine your light around. There is like a lot of blood,
Gross.
but it's dry, crusted on, old.
But no people.
No people.
Okay.
Uh,
I'll shoot a text to Walker.
yeah.
First two clear.
1 and 2 are clear.
I'll click my whenever it's my turn again. I'll click my phone on and keep doing the same.
Yep. Yeah. You click your phone on. It's also been a long night for you. Roll a d20. Circumstance.
15.
15. Yeah. You got like 20, 30%. You're golden. Cool. You're good. You hear back from Aizawa that he's gonna get the portal out of there. And that he needs someone to assist with this patrol coming through. It's up to you guys who you send.
Minetta.
Bakugo's gonna be loud as fuck. Good. Alright, you wanna go fuck up some guards?
Fuck it.
It's up to you. I can go too. Either it's realistically it's you or me.
You're the sane one here.
You guys are having this conversation, and Minetta's just like, I could go and help.
God,
Okay, fucking hop to it, bub.
Kite, do you want to come too? I heard that there was more than one of them.
God damn it.
Momo says it would be great if both of you went. And take this guy with you. And he starts screaming. He's like, no, please.
Hey,
Close the door. The
Oi.
smell. Oh, God, the smell.
oi,
Knock him out.
shut the fuck up.
They're killing them. And they're leaving them to rot. Do you not smell it? Oh, God, the smell.
I'm.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Sorry, bud.
Go to sleep.
I was looking at him, like, okay, bud, last call. Shut up.
This guy's full breakdown.
Okay, I'm really sorry. And I dart him and I give him a stun dart to knock
He's
him
like-
out.
Yeah, he's just like,
Yeah, get his ass out of here. Let's go.
he's like twitching a little bit.
God fucking damn it.
A portal
Bakugo,
appears.
make some fucking light.
Check the rest of these cells. Let's get moving.
Bakugo's like, I'm not a goddamn candle.
You are.
You are. I'm not a goddamn
Bakugo, make some
man.
light.
There's
Kirishima,
a
stand
first-
in the fucking door.
Well, there's
I'm
a-
going through a portal. Momo, get the people together. We can't waste portals.
There's a-
Kite, I need you to roll a D100 and call me highs lows.
You know there's a problem when Kite's the voice of reason. Being
I
like,
love-
you do
yeah.
this and this and Jesus fucking Christ.
I love being high. 46.
46 low.
Yeah.
There is a flash of light, and you feel something connect with your chest. Minimum.
Huh.
Oh no, sorry. Bakugo rolls on one. So
Oh.
Tafa's deal. He's also supposed to roll D12s, but I'm too lazy to grab him. Kite, you take 10 points of damage as Bakugo just shoots a little explosion round right into your chest from across the room.
Is it loud as fuck?
It's pretty fucking loud.
Bitch.
It's a good thing these rooms are padded.
He's in the
Down the
hallway. You just hear it like echo up the stairwell. Poof. You hear downstairs, and you start hearing the foots patter.
Bitter batters.
A glowing portal appears. You grab Anteater.
Shrug. I'm not grabbing him.
No, you just step through the portal.
I'm not stepping through the portal to a bunch of guards with guns with a dude who's collapsed on the floor.
No, this is the portal that.
The portal goes back to Aizawa.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to the patrol.
He's recalling you to the patrol that's going outside that Proxy just tipped him off to.
Okay,
Yeah, that's what he needs.
gotcha. I
But
thought I
they're
was
not-
going straight to a
Because like
guard.
Aizawa could handle it. Realistically, this is also a bit of a function of he wants you guys to do things, and he's still trying to be the teacher here.
Yeah.
So he's trying to get you guys to handle things, being, of course, part of the quick reaction force. It was your designated job that when things like this pop up. So he
Yeah.
wants you guys to respond to it,
Gotcha.
kind of deal.
I thought I was being portaled onto guards.
Yeah, no.
Guy's like, I don't want to fucking fight right now.
So you do pick up Anteater Guy?
Sure.
Okay, because otherwise Momo was going to go with you because she was going to pick up the Anteater Guy
Yeah.
at that point.
And that would have just been one more thing for her to be pissed at you about.
Yeah, you pick him up. You guys step through the portal. You are on the outside of the prison. Immediately, Aizawa's going to take the naked Anteater Man from you.
Just look at Jiro. Where?
And she goes, we have one coming that way, but I'm also starting to hear a bunch of activity coming from where you left all the drunk guys.
Brass knuckles.
Yeah, you draw some brass knuckles. They pop
really
up
not
onto
in
your...
the fucking mood.
And then it's like, oh, shit. And he, like, pops off a grape ball.
Come on.
Okay, let's do this. Monoma starts on some, like, well, I could handle it. And as I was like, shut the fuck up. You are portals.
Shut the fuck up.
You are a door. Sends you guys out. Momo is going to head to the next one, plug in her device. From a nat 20 to a nat 17, Momo's rocking it. The door unlocks, empty cell. Kirishima turns back to you guys and goes, guys, I can't see anything, but I hear footsteps coming down. I have no way of telling how many. That's not my job.
Hold the
But
line.
like, be prepared, I'm gonna guard this door, and then you hear a buzzer and the door slides open.
I grab Bakugo's shoulder and I just point him at the open door and
Yeah.
say, you are now a candle.
He goes, don't call me that, and there's just like this right up the stairwell, and you just hear, "Ah!"
Oh my god, it burns!
The humanity. There's like some thuds, Terrible. We are going to get into initiative proper. Go ahead and roll it for me.
Roll it.
Ooh, nat 19. That's cool. 24.
You have +2 from the warlord.
Am I near you?
You're not near me.
No,
Yeah.
you're out of the area.
Yeah.
So I got 18 plus the 2.
2, yeah.
Oh, sick. Dirty 20.
Composite 19.
Slutty 20.
And
Oh, am I supposed to roll? I thought I wasn't rolling, so
things are happening out front and everything, and I need to get you in turn order so I can
10.
keep you involved. 10 total?
yeah, I rolled a 5 plus 5.
Zoinks.
And I'm not close enough to get the warlord benefit, so.
Walker, dirty 20.
19.
No.
Or sorry, 19.
Marquise, 20.
Marquise. Bigums.
19, sir.
3, my lord.
19 right after that. Okay.
Pick number 3.
The chair! Give her the chair! God, I love that. That's still top 10 animated movies of all time.
Agreed.
Is 5 and Roxy with 10. Cool. The enemies act first.
Wild.
The explosion makes its way up the stairwell, and you just hear like, ice 'em! And there is this horrid cold. Walker, you would be the only player that feels it. A cold, very cool breeze blasts into the room.
Tortellini.
And like Kirishima is just like, "Gah!" as he is hit full on with this absolute bone chillingness. He does not have resistance against these kind of effects, as it is not like he's shooting ice shards at him. It is a temperature drop. And that is 6, 10, 18, 24 points of damage. After that, there is some pitter pattering. Walker, your phone is kind of in the area. You catch Kirishima getting tackled by some guy.
Is he get taken down or is he?
I'm rolling currently.
Hold the line.
Yes, he is. He gets just flattened onto his back as this dude tackles on top of him. And the guy's like snarling.
Oh, it's the smell, dude.
And he's like a little crispy. He doesn't have any hair left kind of deal. But yeah, he tackles him.
You look like a burnt chicken nugget.
And you hear, go, go, go. And you start hearing like boots hitting stairwells. Just about in force, but that's going to be their whole turn. Okay. Kite, you are on the outside. You are still in the dark. You've got a little bit of an element of surprise. You see a dude cautiously like turn the corner and start kind of looking your guys' way and start making his way down in between the buildings towards you. He has a rifle in hand. It's like a Grand. It's a semi-auto war style, but it's an old school like World War II war fighting rifle.
All right,
No
Minette.
select fire, just good old semi-auto 308, you know.
All right, Minetta.
It's actually probably a much smaller round because it's a Japanese rifle, but you know.
Follow my lead. If this doesn't work, you're back up.
I got you covered.
See within range?
Yeah, you let him get within range.
Yeah. Just immediate I actually have quick steel.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You activate your special ability.
Special oof, not ideal. It is still that is 25 total.
25
Yes.
meets beats.
All right.
Yeah. You flip your hand and it appears and you have his rifle in hand and he goes, "What the hell?"
All right, on your knees.
What? Yeah, he like finally like, you know, he locks in on you in the bushes and he just like hands up. And he's like, whoa, 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 man. Like,
Behind the back. Minetta ball him.
yeah, Minetta's like,
In his mouth too.
like his hands. Oh, like his hands. And he on his turn.
Fuck
Yeah,
Happens a little
Minetta.
later in turn order, but you guys are a little outside of it. Yeah, he goes up and he just like sticks the dude's palms together on each side of the ball. And he's like, what the hell is this?
Whew, that's good. I don't know how to use this.
He's like, you little bastard, you know, and he's like, "Bah, bah, bah," and the Minetta like jumps up and boop.
All right.
Make sure you get his legs so he can't go anywhere too.
Well, no, we're gonna drag him back because the
Oh.
other people are the
Yeah,
other
you-
way.
You get like his pits, you start dragging him back that
I guess
way.
Minetta grabbed the gun. It's in the bush.
We might need that.
And I
the
was like,
gun's like 3 times
the-
the size.
the gun? You want me to grab the gun?
Give it to Aizawa.
Okay, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, but it is like, you know, he's like baby size, so he's like cradling this gun like this.
But I have to drag the man.
no oh yeah, absolutely. There's like no chance that he could like shoulder the stock, but he very much like.
Oh, dude,
Well-
he could try.
Kai, give me a perception roll. I
That'd be
guess, 'cause
really
you're
funny.
grabbing the man.
Oh, not 18. That is a 34.
You get this weird like sixth sense kind of feeling, like the clown like giggles in the back of your head. And you're like, something is wrong, you know. And you turn around and you lock eyes, and Minetta is full flashing you with the barrel as he's trying to carry this thing, and his finger's 100% on the trigger.
Buddy, please don't shoot me.
And he's like, "No, I never shoot you, Kite."
You're pointing it right at me.
Oh shit, sorry. And he kind of like tries to hoist it back up and over.
I've been shot once today.
You gonna say anything about the booger hook on the bang switch?
I don't know what that is. Mine doesn't have that.
Oh, yeah. Your gun doesn't have a trigger?
Oh, I thought you were meaning the safety.
No.
Gotcha.
Safety's off.
Yeah.
He's asking, are you gonna tell him to get his fucking finger off the trigger?
Yeah. Because he is currently like almost like trying to toss it onto his shoulder. And he's got his finger in the trigger guard on the trigger.
These kids do not know. Yeah.
He's gonna set this thing off.
The shoulder.
He's gonna send a round right up into the air, and it is gonna be full 308 noise.
Don't grab there.
He's like, don't grab where? What are you talking about? And he kind of like tries to hold it out, and it kind of like falls
no.
down.
You know what? I'll carry the guy and the gun. Fuck
it
off.
it hits the ground, and he like lets go with the handguard hand. You know, it's like the barrel's in the dirt, and he's just holding it by the handle in the trigger guard.
He's so anxious.
And he's like, sorry, I didn't know that wasn't okay. And he tries to like then hook his arm underneath, and he's just
Stop
gonna, like,
him!
drag it.
Interrupt Ian right now.
He's just playing Twister with his right
Minetta, the
now.
trigger.
It's like the twigger, and he takes his other hand out, and he like
No, stop
he
touching
rotates the firearm, and he's like, okay, yeah, third, and he puts his thumb into the trigger guard, and then like holds it, over the top like this. And he's like, if that how I, and he goes to try to take a couple more steps, and he like yanks it.
No.
Just take the gun from him.
It doesn't go off.
Just take the gun from him.
And he's like, no, it's okay, I got this. And you like at this point, the dude that you've got gagged, he's like,
He's getting flashed like 18 times. And he's like, oh God, get this gun away from this kid.
like, hold on, I just gotta
No, stop what you were
get it
doing.
up on my shoulder really quick, and he
Stop what you were doing. Stop.
puts it down on the ground, and he grabs it then like
Just
around
take
the
it
trigger guard
from
with both
him.
hands, and he goes like this, and he turns away from
He's
you.
gonna Marvin
and
the
then
guy.
He picks it up, and he flashes you again.
Just take it from
Does
him.
not go off,
Take the fucking
Gun
gun.
from him.
and he kind of tips it up into the air, and he's like, "Oh,
Stop letting him do this.
Walker-
He's gonna keep going until he goes off.
Walker texted
Take
with
the
all
gun.
caps. Take the goddamn gun.
But it's so much funnier if he has it.
Kite, what's your CMD?"
Oh, my CMD.
Yeah,
Oh,
Nuts.
29.
you got some good bonuses. The dude tries to bolt. He's just like, and he's like yanking on you, trying to like just go any direction that's not near this fucking
Can
kid.
I grab the gun now from Minetta? Can I
Are
be
you,
like,
you gotta
hold-
approach him.
hold-
This dude's fighting you.
I'm going to let the dude go.
Yeah, you let him go. Yeah, he starts
The gun
bolting.
shoots it.
I'm going to grab the gun.
You grab like, so like Minetta's not facing you, barrel's pointed basically straight at your face. You take a couple steps to the side at least, and you just like grab the trigger guard or the stock
Away
or
from
the
away
grip.
from me, the like stock and wherever on the
Yeah,
barrel.
you go like
can hold
around
it.
him.
Just-
And he's like, no, it's okay, I got it.
No. Shh. Just let me have this.
He lets it go, and he turns around. He's like, oh, fit, the guy's getting away. And
Yep, go get him.
He starts running.
Just go get him, lad.
That's right.
Look at the flowers.
Look at the flowers.
God damn it.
I'm gonna let Minetta handle the guy.
Danny, we're gonna have all the puppies.
Oh my
That's right, Carl.
Bigums, your phone is giving you like the low battery alert.
All right.
You're in a cell. You've got at least one more on your hallway, and then the
Yeah.
big one to check.
Now that we're in turn order, will I be able to do more cells than one?
No. Have some fun with it.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying you guys being here.
In that case, I don't know what's going on outside, so like,
We're actually just smoking.
yeah, everything's quiet as daisies in here. It's just dark.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll blip over to the next one.
Yeah, you blip over to the next one. You shine your phone around. You hear, "Oh God, please no!" And you shine your phone down. It's Wings guy.
Ah,
Yeah,
wing guy.
he doesn't have any feathers.
Oh, that's rough, buddy.
He's got like those horrid plucked chicken wings now coming out of his back. They are bloodied and broken. He's still just like last time, right? He's bruised up all over. He's got some other broken bones. Dude is not having it.
Yo, we're gonna get you out of here.
Who are you?
I'm Bigums, and I want to grab him and then like blip up to where Aizawa would be.
Okay.
If that as part like depending
You
on like,
could
the
go
range.
you could go up a floor, and then it would be a ways to the side. So you wouldn't quite be able to get there this round, but you could get into like the courtyard of the prison, or you could get into the cells above. the
I'd
hallway.
go for the courtyard because I would want to be like
Yeah,
out.
you kind of double blip.
Yeah.
Yeah, you blip out, you land in the courtyard without telling anybody.
I got him.
you blip in the courtyard. I got him, and it's just like 5 spotlights, just. Drop him and put your hands in the air.
All right, you got me.
Yeah, Walker. You received a text from Bigham's. First two are clear. Aizawa took Kite, the first guy, back. Momo says, this cell's empty.
Can't worry about that now. We've got a situation.
Yeah, and currently there's a guy tackling Kirishima.
They're grappling each other, correct?
Yeah.
So he's got the grapplage disadvantages.
Yeah.
I would like to just
Spin around with your phone in one hand.
very quickly and quietly decapitate him. I just want to go like one to the back of the neck. Like this guy can't make fucking more.
Yeah.
Like just
He's
one,
currently,
just-
he's like on top of Kirishima, and you see he's just trying to like strangle him.
yeah. I just
And
wanna go,
Kirishima's
like,
neck is hard, right? So it's not working. He's just like, get him off me! This isn't manly! And he's like trying to punch the guy in the ribs, kind of deal. Yeah, you just draw your sword and just
27.
27's a good hit. Yeah.
What do you want me to roll?
What's normal damage?
Okay, cool. And oh man, do I want to go for straight? What do you think? Would
Murder.
straight damage be better, or would like an effect type be better?
Well, so firstly, you said you wanted to decapitate him, so I assumed called shot
Yes.
for the neck. So let's handle the damage
Just
to
the
the
long
neck
sword? Okay.
first. Yeah. And then if he lives, or if
Okay.
you want to do anything really fucked up with his decapitated corpse, we can worry about what your quirk is up to later.
Okay, cool. 11.
11?
Mhm.
Yeah, it straight through, razor blades clean through and through, and your sword, like just the little bit of the edge of it, because you got like those razor swords.
Yeah.
It dents itself on Kirishima's forehead.
I guess I don't need
Brutal.
to do anything else then.
Yeah, it and just like ding, and you hear God. Fuck.
Oh, sorry, buddy.
He's like, oh no, it's okay, but like
Gross.
your sword, and then but then like the light catches, and the blood like is pouring down on his chest and
I
head.
kicked the
and
body
he's
off
just
of
like,
him. Not the time. I'll
He
straight make
fucking
it.
keeps it in. That's one. He's like you
I
see the wide eye, you see the immediate shot come through, and
I-
he's a very boisterous young man,
I put
right?
the tip of the sword on his lips and go shh.
Yeah, and he's just like
You want this
there's a little bit of shaking that starts from it, kind of deal, but then you see like the resolve hit his eyes almost.
I look over at Bakugo and I say, light that fucking staircase. up."
Bakugo's not facing you.
Oh,
Bakugo is completely ignoring you. He is currently getting ready to do
perfect. We're
exactly
good.
what you
We're
were
good.
going to say.
We're good.
And honestly, it's probably best that you don't say it.
I'll help Kirishima out.
I think doesn't want to do it.
Yeah, you grab him, you give him a hand up. A beast has been slain.
Damn, I did not expect that to work that well.
Called shot.
Call shot,
Plus, he's a mook.
grappled.
I have no need to keep him alive.
That's fair.
I've got a million more NPCs just like him, ready to go and die at your hands.
I
What a
like
way to put it. What a way to put it.
and the needle just goes
Yeah.
back to the other side.
Fantastic. NPC's turns. Bakugo does exactly what you were saying. He's like, eat this, you little icy bastard. And he just sticks both of his hands through the doorway facing straight up and just unleashes. He's going to go full power,
We do have to go out that hallway.
which is 5,
No, you don't.
10,
We have portals.
like 16 that he can do. or
You have to
something
free
like
the
that.
dude in the big one though.
10,
Assuming that's a dude in the big one.
20,
I hope there's a dude in the big one.
30,
Join or die.
35, 35, 40, 50, 52, 62 points of damage going up the way. Yeah, he unleashes just this massive explosion, and stairs don't necessarily crumble. He is trying to keep the place intact, and it's a prison. It's sturdier than your average stairwell. Cementos tends to build the training grounds just a little weak, just because
Why would
cost efficiency.
Right.
He knows it's going to get destroyed, so why bother truly reinforcing it.
Why put rebar if you know you're just gonna have to tear the rebar out?
Exactly. And that's the big thing is Cementos doesn't control rebar, right? He controls cement. So it's all straight cement. So the flexural strength is terrible.
Right, because straight concrete is
It's-
like not sound.
It's a miracle that these 4-story buildings stand at all kind of deal. You know, like you get up to the upper floors and it's straight up like, you know, a 1/4 inch of concrete for the roof and shit they put in. Not great. Any hoser. Yeah, he unleashes that explosion. You hear like screams, and it's just like, you gotta get in there. Go, 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 go. Proxy,
Hell yeah.
you've gotten up, you've reparked, you come out looking like someone else, and you look over at the warehouse that they've been using as their headquarters, and you see a procession of guys starting to emerge from the doorways.
They're so hungover.
Some of them look pretty fucked or staggering kind of deal. Some of them aren't wearing much in the way of clothes, but they're armed, and there's a good chunk of them. Also at this time, you see the first couple cars start screeching down that kind of main thoroughfare heading your guys' way. They've got lights on. They are police cruisers that have been repossessed. So they've got reinforcements at the door.
First things first, text to Walker, letting him know incoming.
Yeah.
'Cause it's
Major
my cell number.
incoming.
Yeah.
Do we have earpieces? We should get those.
You could have earpieces. Momo could have easily made them. I just assumed texting because you're all teenagers.
4% battery.
Yeah. Bigums isn't a thinker.
My battery died, and I'm like, oh shit, I have this thing.
Doo-doo. Failure to pair with phone.
Damn.
What do we do in the van? We don't have really any materials. as
You
far
have
as,
a
like,
javelin.
You look down in the van. You've got a bunch of like camera equipment, some computer stuff.
We don't have anything like
Uh,
helpful right now.
Gruesome is currently playing solitaire with 4 of his demons. And he looks up and goes, we're going?
We've got a procession coming out. The guys at the prison are gonna need backup. The question is, do they care more about what's going on at the prison? Or if we go fuck up the warehouse, will they go and try and put that out?
Yeah, like we could start a riot.
Or just a fire,
Or just a fire. And then the riot.
and then the riot. Let's go do that.
Okay, do I have to do that, or can I just send them and like the 3 demons all they're like just globbing on these cards? They just look up in unison like, what?
Oh.
Me?
If you stay here, do you promise to get yourself out of harm's way if harm comes to you?
Yeah, I hate being harmed.
Alright.
The van doors kick open. These 4 demons just like slop their way out
Grab whatever fire.
and start heading across. Gruesome
Heading
rolls
to the
around on the ground. He's gonna make some more.
I've got.
4 more. Damn, he's
Hell
rolled
yeah.
max twice.
I'm assuming that we've got at least basic supplies as far as like.
Oh, yeah, you've got your duffel with your couple thieves
some-
tools and
yeah, some
stuff.
Incendiaries, like
There's some
something
bottles of
we do.
booze.
Yeah, that,
and some-
exactly.
and
I'll
some
be back. I'll
rags.
get
You
I'll have
look-
cocktails. That's all I need. A toast to the rich.
Gruesome always has used motor oil.
Hell yeah. All right.
So
So he'll. There's a park district nearby. He said.
yeah. Just
Um,
just maybe a block or 2 down the road, like it's in view kind of deal.
He's gonna change to look like some pretty lady jogging. He'll wear the duffel bag like a backpack.
Yeah,
He's on a jogging towards like down the street towards the
yeah,
warehouse, but like
yeah.
inconspicuous.
Inconspicuous. The demons flop out from the truck. Do you give them any instructions?
Murder.
Follow me. Don't touch anything until I tell you to.
So you're just this pretty girl in a tube top jogging at 3 a.m. and then there's just 8 meat monsters just slopping
There's
after
only
you.
so much I can do. Like,
One of
being
them
like
says in demon, "God, I hate cardio."
The other one says, another one goes, and pops up. It's good for your heart rate. Don't be so downer.
Another one in the back's just like, it's like, you don't have a heart, asshole. You know? Gruesome's in the band. He's like, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up.
Proxy was like, make sure if there's any harm to you, like, the only harm is Gruesome himself.
Yeah, it's unavoidable.
Yeah.
He doesn't even view it as harm anymore.
It's just the job.
Enemy turn. Kite, you had a good perception roll. Minetta runs and like rounds the corner. A brief moment passes, and then he comes rounding back around the corner, and he is just like, run, hide, they're coming. You got this rifle in hand, and you're just like, the clown appears next to you, and he has a handkerchief, and he holds it out for you. You take it. It is
It just keeps going.
disgustingly wet.
Oh.
And you like, yeah, you look at it in the night. This handkerchief is well used.
Oh. Thanks, man.
It's not though.
Bleh.
Right.
It's not.
Bleh.
Oh, fuck. Did I hear? Is it my turn?
Not quite yet. It
Okay.
is the enemy's turn.
Yeah.
Kite. I'm gonna kind of. We know where the cells are. We know the cell block's a different area here. Bigham's is in the courtyard, separate area as well. Proxy, separate area. Minetta is running towards you, and you start seeing guys rounding the corner. They're in like half party attire, but they all have like clubs or guns, and they're just like, "Stop, you little shit! Put your fuck it. Let's just get them."
Fuck.
As they come rounding that corner, Walker, you are down below. You hear, "We can't get down the stairs. They've got someone with AoE," and it's just like, freeze them, freeze them. And another burst of cold comes through. This time it washes through the totality of that room and is going to deal area damage. I need a fortitude saving throw. It's going to start relatively small.
22.
Ooh. 19, so 24 points of damage.
Okay, does 22 save?
22 does save.
Does save. Does that have or no?
Yes, halves. Bakugo and Kirishima save for half. And Momo does not save. She takes full damage as now it fills the room and it does not stop. It is going to continue to ramp up. Kite, now it is your turn.
Now, beans. I have a scythe.
Nice. Himeno's around the corner, and as they're like, fuck it, just get him, like the first gunshot goes off. And just like some dirt kind of in front of Minetta goes off. And it's like, that's your last warning, kid. And he's like, and like the tears and have started.
Shit. Can I? How far away are they?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50 to 60 feet.
I think I can make it. Right? What's my move speed? That's a great question. It's probably just 30. I don't think I have anything on scythe that gives me more moves. You have lunge though. That's funny.
Starts doing
Yeah.
just to get there.
You have lunch?
Lunge gives you that extra 5 feet of reach,
Yeah, I'm spotting
Yeah.
around.
which is great for those AoE attacks. It's a
So-
good one.
Getting a good deep.
I guess
just
30 foot towards them.
I'll get there faster.
That's what I've been training for.
Yeah,
And-
furthest one's 30 foot.
Versus
Make sure you get
So,
that knee just bounce
I guess
off the
does
ground
that
a little
work
bit,
with
'cause I can
lunge?
stretch.
Yeah, your AoE works.
because it's
It just then
it's
cuts
5
out.
per. It's 5 per level, and I have 5.
It's
or
not 5 feet per level.
5 feet per ability mod. Is how we always did it.
Per ability modifier. Are you sure?
That's
Might want
how-
to reread it. I know it stacks on something, but I think it was 5 for every 5 of your base attack bonus that you could increase it.
I thought that it was off of Dex, because Dex was my quirk skill.
Is it off in Dex? Yeah, fuck it. Okay.
Okay.
It works. Fuck
Well, my Dex is 5, so that would make
Cool.
it 25 plus the lunge would be 30.
Yeah.
We're hoping for some whammies. Manetta's short. It'll miss him.
it.
Might shave off a couple of balls. We'll be fine. They'll
Yeah.
come back.
They grow back.
Come on, whammies.
whammy.
That's not great whammies.
That's not a whammy.
It's still plus 19.
That's still ridiculous.
It is still 24.
24. Lucky for you, this is the first of the hungover crew. Most of them still actively drunk, you know?
Yeah.
So that's a good hit.
4 plus another 4. Max of 30.
30 points of damage. Yeah. You unleash your whirlwind strike. It smacks them all. Are you going lethal or
I am currently
unconscious?
non-lethal.
Yeah, it smacks them. They're just like, oh god, swordsman, swordsman. You know, they start screaming at you, kind of deal. They don't go down,
Fuck.
but it was a good hit.
Yeah, that sucks.
Do it
Mineta
again.
has hit the dirt. He is prone, and he now has his hands on the back of his head, and he is currently curling into the fetal position, screaming.
First time getting shot at, kid. Come on.
Use the sub.
I don't have comms. Do we?
Yeah, no,
We
you
have
don't.
comms.
You're not too terribly far away though. You could yell.
We've been had. Fuck.
It's the fuzz. Yeah, you scream that, and a gunshot goes off. Right, Kite, excellent turn. Bigums.
Yes.
These guys have rifles trained on you. You've got Wing Dude in your arms. You're in the courtyard. Floodlights have come on, and people are screaming at you to drop them and put your hands up.
I want to try a perception.
One of them's like, "That's one of those kids from earlier tonight."
I want to try a perception. See if I could like spot the dudes.
They're like, "UA kids."
Oh, that's a nat 20, baby.
Yeah, even with the floodlights going through, you're able to kind of pinpoint these guys.
How many are looking at me?
You got maybe like 6.
Yeah. I like set the dude down, and then like I'll look up
So
at.
now he just like groans. He's just like,
All right, buddy. Sorry. Set him down.
They go, "Good. Put your hands up."
I'll put the hands up. I'll look up at the dude that's like closest relative to me, and then I'm behind him, and he's getting decked in the back of the dome.
Yeah, roll it.
Actually, I want to do
Gator
a because I'm assuming they're up, right?
Yeah.
How high up?
Yeah, it's maybe no more than 10, 12 foot.
And this is actually this will still be more effective. Yeah, no, I'll just like teleport behind the guy and just like Spartan kick him in the back and like send him down.
Yeah.
And then yeah, so we'll do that's a CMB, right?
If you want to just do it as a kick, you just give an attack roll.
Oh, attack roll. Heard.
And we'll just see how powerful it is.
Oh, that sucks a lot.
If your CMB is higher, you could roll that instead, I guess.
Yeah. It will be
3, my lord.
higher.
I
Oh
forgot
wait,
to die.
can I is spinning key to increase base attack bonus a thing?
Spinning key has to be done before the
Okay,
roll.
fair enough.
But I think
well,
you can get a bonus on your attack rolls with it.
I think so. I'll look it up. Well, we'll do a CMB because that's higher. And that'll be a 17.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, that's not.
Yeah.
That wasn't.
like
that wasn't
like
good.
it connects, but
Yeah, no, that's fine.
yeah, and it's at this point that like this guy's in riot gear. Like he has been staged and ready for
Okay.
something.
Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna I flurry of blows. I'll do it again.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you can't use flurry blows because you teleported, but you can use the rest of your normal attacks. Because flurry blows is a full round action, and you can't even take a free action inside of that. I know I've been a
We-
little lax on it before, but like,
Oh, okay.
just stick to your normal attacks.
Okay. In that case, then yeah, we'll do it again and spend
With all the beans.
It should only be like one attack less because you teleported. I think usually flurry of blows is always
No,
one
flurry of blows
extra.
gives me 4, and just standard I only have 2.
Oh yeah.
Let me just look and see if
Furiously blow that man.
I would rather not.
Blow him furiously.
I am a minor.
Thought you were bigums.
Dude, you're so fucking right. Ba-ba-ba-ba.
That's what I gave him this dice. I roll it.
Because
double stick.
you roll terrible.
Yeah, whatever. I'll look at that later. I'll just do it. Standard. Oh, that's
Okay.
better.
Amazing.
Attack roll. We're gonna look at 24.
24.
Yeah.
That one connects.
Cool. Just fucking send him down.
Yeah, you boot him, and he's like clung against the rungs, and he's just like, oh, and you're like, and then you boot him.
The first one was like in like the upper back, and then like that didn't work. But he's like leaning over the rail, and I'm like, just kick him in the ass and send him down.
Roll damage.
Got bam. Got 1, 2.
Crunch. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? The world may never know.
14.
14 points of damage. Yeah, you crack him. He falls over into the pit, and the floodlights start readjusting
And then there's
to get
Bigums.
to you.
Me.
Yeah, and you just hear like teleporter, and a couple rifle shots crack out.
I'll use reaction, a couple
Yeah.
more of my reaction blinks, just like zip and like just be getting closer to them.
To the next one, you just
He's
strike
just
a
like
T-pose. Zip, zip, zip.
If I can keep them focused on me, they're not shooting wingless boy down there. And if I have an earpiece, I'll be like, I need help. Courtyard.
He's not even an
Yeah, Kite,
animorph.
you swing your sword, you yell like we've been had, and you just hear rifle shots in the courtyard just start ringing out from inside the prison. Fuck. These guys turn the corner and they're just like, oh shit, and they're just like they're pulling pistols out, they're holding them sideways, guys are swaying around. On the bright side, it looks like one of them, his pistol is like jammed. Like he tried to double load it or something like that in his drunken state and just fucked up and didn't notice. So like that's good.
So there's
for
one
you.
less coming at me.
There's one less coming your way.
Oh.
Walker, you are downstairs. It is getting cold. Momo has just moved on.
Was Bakugo's of heat for his explosions negating that?
No,
Not really.
The explosions aren't. It's not.
He can't.
It's not like a steady light. It's not like a heat thing.
He can do
It
the
is a
steady
heat
light.
thing.
He did
He
that in
can
the show.
do. Yeah, I guess he did, didn't he?
So he could
the,
do
He
the
is the
probably
gamble.
low ones.
Where it goes like bip, 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 bip,
Yeah,
bip,
the
bip.
real tiny like firecrackly ones.
Yeah.
But
It's
he
not
couldn't
good light,
focus
but
up
it
and
is.
purchase effects type deal.
He can create enough explosion to make heat to counter this cold, but he
For
might
a
be bringing
round.
like the fucking ceiling down on you.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, it is a concussive quirk, not a heat generating quirk. The fire is like a secondary effect of this.
I'm gonna hold my.
It'd be like asking if
Um,
you could set off C4 to warm yourself in the winter. You know, like
Technically, maybe.
Technically.
Energy.
To give
Energy
me
produces
the
some
hottest
form of-
explosion he can as a
and then it's not your
Momentary
problem
cover.
anymore.
Yeah.
And then the second he does that, I'm going to use my held turn to just get up there.
Yeah, you're gonna race up.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Because I should be able to do that really quick with my. Because I should be able to like OD step. Because I'm assuming this is like a spiral staircase, right?
It's like concrete flight stairs.
Yeah.
So
I
there's
could
the
step
big
into the
empty
middle and
yes,
ODM and just
exactly.
go right up and
Yeah.
cover a lot of ground.
Yeah.
Cool. I just need to. I could feasibly still even get an attack off depending on how the distance.
Yeah.
Cool.
Momo steps to the next door, puts in the keypad, punches a couple of numbers. She kind of fiddled with it a little bit last round. It opens up this round, empty. And she goes, "Damn it, who's checking the other cells?"
Little busy at the moment.
Yeah.
Wait, did we? Oh no, we established that Bigums didn't have the earpiece. Never mind.
No. Bakugo goes, "Fine, whatever," and he sticks his hands back in and just like screams in pain. But he lets off the explosion.
Thanks, bud.
They come back, and I don't know if you bothered looking at all, but later you'll see he's got like frostbite starting on his fingertips after sticking them in that doorway. But
Yeah.
he unleashes the heat. That's a good roll. I'm not going to calculate it. I'm going to say 62, just like last round. You feel like the wave of heat come through. You've got a moment before that cold settles in.
Cool. Book it.
Yeah. You zip in.
Uh-huh.
You look up the stairwell. The stairs at this point are starting to get very well damaged.
Okay.
Just as the explosion is clearing and you're entering in, you see like 2-3 heads come back over the rail. 2 of them just 1 floor above you, but another 2 floors above you on the 3rd floor from the
So
basement.
the one on the bottom floor is obviously the ice
Uh,
guy. Presumably.
one of the 2 of them.
They're standing right next
You
to each
could
other.
you could presume that if you want. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, those 2 guys are standing next to each other, and then the one way up is standing alone. He seems to have like something in his hand.
Granada.
Can I have perception on the way up?
Yeah.
Or is that really gonna do me any
You
good?
you do just roll a perception, yeah. It's pitch black. It's
really
it's
do me any good.
very very dark. Just kind of phone lighting, looking around.
Well, I guess wrong. This is probably gonna be bad. So there's 2 on the bottom, 1 on the upper.
Yeah, 2, 1 floor above you, 1 3 floors above you. Yeah, it's a 3-story building plus the basement.
Do I have enough movement to get up and attack the guy on top?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you could anchor into the ceiling.
Okay, I would like to attack him first, and then on my next
Yeah.
turn, I will fall down and get the other 2 on the way down.
Yeah, you zip straight
Economy
past
motion.
the 2.
They're like, oh.
Yeah. It's just this like blur in the dark kind of deal, and you just see like whoop, as you pass by, you zip up to the top guy. He's got something in his hand. He's leaning over, and as you're
Wanna-
zipping up, he's just like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, and I'm gonna do the same, just like right
Yeah,
across like his just head
you
and
just go for another
like
decapitation.
if I get his like ideally
Yeah,
like,
his arm's kind of in the
his
way,
hand
but
and, like
Yeah.
something's coming off.
something's coming.
Something's coming off.
24 isn't great.
With a called shot, that's not going to hit.
Okay, can I just use my other attack?
Yeah, as a standard.
That'll 27. No, 31.
31. Yeah,
Mhm.
that hits, especially just as a normal hit.
Cool. I'll just go for damage on that.
Okay.
He gets a fort save 22 for half damage on the quirk.
Succeeds.
He succeeds.
Nat
alright.
19. I was not. He does not have a very good fort.
12 from the sword.
Okay. Someone's car's going off. Oh, is the TV?
Yeah.
18 from the
Oh.
quirk, halves to 9.
Halves to 9. I'm sorry, what was the sword damage? 14?
12.
12?
So 22 total.
22 total. He doesn't have any resistances or anything, so.
21 total, sorry.
Yeah, you slice up. On the first slice, you catch just like a hard armor plate on his forearm. And the second slice, you come down and find a softer spot. It does not seem to draw, or it does draw a little blood, but his armor seems to catch most of it. He drops the object in like, just like, "Ugh," you know, You're anchored to the ceiling. Kirishima has rushed into the stairwell, and he hits the first couple of stairs when the flashbang goes off.
Mm.
And water below you, just this humongous bright light fills the totality of the stairwell, and you just hear, ah! As Kirishima just like hits the wall and falls face down on the stairs. Not in a good position now.
That guy's. I'm also probably like in a good position to just pull that guy over the edge now.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you're anchored and you're just kind of slightly above him in this stairwell. You're in a great spot for that.
Cool. That'll do.
Kite, these guys are rounding the corner. They are looking at you. You've unleashed one torn upon them. Mineta cowers upon the ground.
Roll out of the way.
And he's just like, and he like crawls a little bit for his turn. And then a white line appears between one of the guys and like the top corner of the prison. As Aizawa is jumping down, he grabs this guy and just drags him across the ground and is just wrapping him up.
Okay.
Aizawa's here to back you up a
We've
little
got
bit.
this.
Yeah, he however he like turns and looks and he's like, you got a lot more coming. We should retreat.
Fuck. How? Where?
He says that like into a mic, and a portal appears just behind you. Do you dive in?
I gotta get Mineta.
Yeah, Mineta he's just hanging out right there.
I gotta get Mineta.
So you hold
Yeah.
for your action? Okay. Because I'd let you step through for free.
I gotta
That's a
get
5-foot
Mineta.
step. Oh, Kite is a hero. Proxy.
Suck that
Me,
mama.
we're gonna start a fucking
He's
fire.
gonna start a fire. There are a lot of guys starting to pour out of this warehouse. And some of them get basically pushed out the door and just kind of hit the ground. One of them just like pukes all over the sidewalk in front and then kind of crawls off to the side. But there is like a swarm of human beings making their way out of this building that you're jogging up to currently.
Yeah. I'm like,
One of them looks your way and he's like, "Is that an angel?"
Probably like, hey.
And he's like, he like reaches back and he taps the guy that was puking. And he's like,
Probably
"Bro."
so much fun. He's actually like subdued, but he has fun.
He like reaches back, he like taps the guy that was puking on the ground. He's like, "Look, look, look." And he like grabs the back of his head by his hair and just like wrenches it up. He's like, "Look at that." And the dude's like, "Whoa."
Looks behind Proxy. What the fuck is that?
Yeah. As you continue, you're just running like past him and you're gonna firebomb it,
Well,
or
I'm gonna wait and kind of go like behind, so like as
Okay.
the people are streaming out, like he
Yeah.
does prep the stuff.
yeah, you're gonna go kind of past the group of people
Yeah, as if I'm
and
just
set
heading
up.
towards the park and
Yeah,
yeah,
the demons are not. The demons are gonna start smashing into the ranks because
fine.
they
It's a
don't
distraction,
they
that's
don't
fine.
operate Molotov cocktails like that. They don't want to put it together. They'd throw it for you.
That's all good. That'll distract them more. Well, I'm
Yeah.
on the it's like imagine if this is the front of the warehouse and that's where like
Yeah.
everything's going on.
You're just gonna go
He's
around to
gonna
the
go
side.
wait to like over here.
Oh, all the way around. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, just he wants as much cover as possible, and then
No, totally
plus if it
understandable.
starts burning over here, by the
Yeah.
time they notice it over there, it will have made its way.
It'll really have made its way through.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, you jog by and you get the like, whoa, and just about as you're gonna like round the corner and go down the next block past where they're going to get to your area, you hear, "Oh God!" as the demons just collide with the two that have collapsed on the
smiling,
sidewalk
he's like-
drunk and just start like tearing flesh and biting.
Proxy this man, I love my life.
Yeah, eight hit. Gruesome makes another 4. Damn, he's rolled max every round this one. So
He's
they're
having a big tummy
he's
ache.
having a big tummy ache. He was constipated as fuck before this.
He just helped his buddy fight Proxy.
Yeah, so this now tide of demons is starting to slam in. Kite, that's going to help you out a little bit.
Yeah.
You hear a little bit of
Commotion.
commotion in the back ranks, little confusion going on. But it is now the enemy's turn. Kite, you hear like some gunfire going off. Proxy, as you have ran past the area, there are some pops as they start like shooting
Yeah.
and swinging bats and shit
That's fine,
at
they're not shooting
Gruesome's
me, they're shooting
zombies.
them.
Yeah.
Good.
However, Kite, you've got 4 guys to contend with.
Yeah.
Mineta's on the ground. One of them he's got a hockey stick, and he races up and he just raises that hockey stick up and he's just gonna bring it down on Mineta.
It's better than a gun.
It's a damn fine hit.
Oh.
Max damage. So that is 20 points of damage.
They may be bad guys, but they don't want to shoot a baby.
I think this guy would have if he had the option.
Yeah, so he like starts smacking and just like beating the shit out of Mineta on the ground, and he's like, "No, please stop! Oh God!" And he's gonna take a second swing.
Oh fuck, Mineta.
Oh, that's not so great.
Okay,
That's 2, 4, 6, 7 points of damage.
that's less. Come on, Mineta.
This guy is also gonna race up to Mineta. He's got a handgun in hand, and he just like puts it right to the back of his head.
I don't have any hero points. I don't think I have any hero points.
I do have a nat 1. I don't know if that's something I can give to somebody.
You have a nat 1.
I do. It was one of the things that I got, and like I asked, like, is this a thing? And you're like, we'll talk about it later, and then we never did.
Oh,
Because I got a donation. It was like, here's X amount of money. Do with what
that's
you
right,
will.
yeah.
I got
Oh,
a hero point, and I got
so-
a nat 1.
yeah. So you should probably just take a second hero point.
Okay.
The 20 for 1 and the 20 for 20s, they're supposed to be chat influence only, issued that exact moment.
Okay.
So
cool.
when chat issues a 20 for 20, the next roll is a nat 20.
Okay. In
When
that
chat
case,
issues a 20 for 1, the next roll is a 20 for 1. It's not like something you get to hold on to.
okay. In that case, then if I were to take that second hero point, I can give it to Kite.
Yeah, you could give a hero point to Kite.
There you go. Save Mineta.
Quick wisdom check here as you're going. Is this dude's like gonna execute Mineta in front of you?
That's a nat 17. What is
Okay.
my wisdom?
What was this guy with the jam?
This is the guy with the jam.
Okay.
So like that pistol should not function right now.
Do we risk it?
Do we risk it, boys? It's just Mineta.
I don't know how guns actually work.
That's also probably very true.
You probably would assume that it's gonna go off.
Oh fuck! If you give me the hero point, I'll use it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use my daily.
Yeah, your daily. You're gonna search through and find the card you want.
Yeah.
What do you got for your hand right now?
I've got a 6 of clubs, 2 of diamonds, 5 of diamonds, and a 9 of spades.
Ooh,
So not ideal
not super
over
great.
here.
You'd at least make yourself a 2 pair though.
Yeah, here's a 9 of hearts.
9 of hearts, and hearts is the gun.
The katana.
Is the katana? Ah, yeah, your favorite.
Yeah. My favorite because it has advantage. Yeah, this is lethal.
Yeah, you're going lethal.
Yeah.
Absolutely. As always sees like
Well,
the actual blade appear, and there's this moment of like, Kite, no!
that's an at 18 already.
Woo, critical.
So I'll roll the second one, I guess. Nat 14.
Roll for 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, a critical strike. It's what, a
Katana.
30-foot dash?
It's 25.
You want to go 25 towards these two here, or do you just want to go 25 in a straight line?
I think he's trying to stop the guy from
yeah.
executing Mineta.
If I can hit the Yeah,
You've got
I'll
a-
hit the guy
You got a
who's
5-foot
shooting.
buffer on each side, so you could hit all 4 of these guys.
Oh, I can hit all 4?
Because you can
Oh,
end up
fuck yeah.
here, and that would take you past these guys into there.
Fuck yeah. Do I have to roll separate?
No, it's one attack, just
Oh.
like your scythe. It's
Hell
an
yeah.
AOE effect.
So that is 24 times 2. So that is
Woohoo.
48.
48, and they've already taken 30 points of damage.
Off with the heads!
Yet you slash through in the blink of an eye, and you wind up standing in front of them, and like the guy with the rifle in the back there that you end up just face to face with, you just see like shock on his face, and you see the rifle like break in half, and he looks down, and just like a line of blood appears across his chest, and he just starts sliding, and each one of these guys just collapses. Different parts were cut off. The blade went through different sections of each one, but the effect was the same.
Mineta regroup. Go through the portal.
Yeah, the portal is behind you, and Mineta is, well, is he?
Don't.
Okay. Yeah, he like scrounges up onto his feet and just full sprints through the portal. Just like this guy is still alive as Aizawa has tied him up. Aizawa is just like stopped. And he's looking at you for a moment. And he just kind of like,
I didn't want to do it.
go back to the others. I'll handle the rest of this. I'm sorry I put you in this position.
Oh, Dad.
Oh, Dad.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Listen, Dad, Mineta was about to get executed.
Straight up.
Yeah.
You can't be that mad at me.
ISIS was going to post that on Twitter. Like,
Meanwhile, Walker's downstairs. She's like,
yeah, Walker's been slaughtering people. Fantastic. Walker, your guy there, he's dropped the flashbang and he is just like, fuck, and he grabs a handgun off of his belt. Do you have any kind of reaction saved? I thought you moved and then 2 actions.
oh, no, it's not my turn.
Yeah, it's their
5%
turn.
there.
Yeah, he's going to point and fire. AC?
24?
24?
23.
23? First volley misses.
Should I have said 24?
Yeah, no. He rolled just low enough. First volley misses. Kirishima is in trouble. He's blind. He is dumb. He can't hear anything. He fell down on the stairs.
Oh,
East?
there we go.
The cold descends. Everybody, Walker, you do not take this damage. You are above it.
I guess
As it
so.
is directional. 28 points of damage.
I was thinking, my thought was maybe it was like some AoE device or something he was dropping.
Well, it was. It was a flashbang.
It's his quirk. 28 puts me to Kirishima's not looking very good. Bakugo's doing okay though, still. And Momo 28. That's her. Ooh. Momo's not doing great either. Fantastic. Love it. You love to see it. The cold is settling in. Kirishima just like screams inside the stairwell. He thought he was going to come back you up. And that flashbang just annihilated him.
Fuck, boyo.
I can't see. I'm legally blind.
From below you, the other guy kind of looks and where am I here? Yeah. He just seems to be looking up at you. Doesn't really seem to be that bothered by anything. From this position up here, and with your phone light and the couple of lights that they're kind of using, you see he's got kind of that very traditional samurai look about him, and he has a sword sheathed.
Worthy foe.
Yeah. Bigums, you were out and about. They have released a volley of rifle fire at you. You have blipped and dodged. You were closing distance on the next guy. One of them calls out, "Where's Noel?" And you hear, "Here, I got him."
Okay.
And a guy comes out from one of the buildings into the courtyard, and he looks up at you and he like points. And that's all he does.
God damn it.
As I
They-
was on the other team.
Yeah. They have worked the bolts on their rifles, and they are aiming, and they go, "Last chance, kid. Put your hands in the air." The guy on the ground that you kicked over, he's like, "Fuck, I broke my wrist. God damn, that hurts. Shoot that little bastard." He's just like rolling. They're like, "Shut up, Jim."
let's
Little bitch.
let's see.
Fucking hate you,
It is not
Jim.
your turn.
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
Kite, it is your turn. There
Oh,
are
yeah.
more coming out. You've dashed up to the front. You see a big group of them. However, they are currently like split focused. as a little more than half of them have turned around, and Gruesome's meat monsters are slamming into their rear ranks.
Oh, thank God. I didn't think I would ever say that.
Thank God for Gruesome. Wait,
Wait a second. I'm fall back through the portal.
you go and fall back through the portal. You click through, and Minetta is just like full panic attack, ugly crying on the floor. Jiro has her earplugs plugged in, and she's listening, and she's like, "Kite, what the hell did we walk into?"
Number and rank. Where?
Yeah. There's at least 6, maybe 7 in the courtyard right now. There's a lot of rifle fire coming from there. I can't tell exactly if some of our guys have moved up the stairwell, but there's at least 4, maybe 5 inside the stairwell. There's still some down in the solitary confinement wing. Some of the other prisoners are getting restless and shifting around. That's not a big deal. There's cars currently pulling up into the parking lot. Sirens on. I'm thinking 3. There might be more on the way.
I was really hoping you would just say they're over there.
And there's still a lot of commotion going on inside the administrative wing of the police station as well.
I don't know. Shit.
We need to get everybody together and get out of here. Did
Yeah.
you find the target?
Perception. Is he beneath us?
Huh?
Is the target like here? Where did the
No,
target
there's,
go? Because I
there's-
have no clue.
There's Anteater guy kind of curled up. He's
For-
shivering right now, and he looks at you and he goes, "The building in the back." And he kind of like shifts and looks. There's another warehouse style building, but it looks like it's been abandoned for a little while.
What does that even mean?
He goes, "I can smell them."
God damn it, Jiro, get them out of there. I'll start moving.
She was
towards
like,
the other
"Okay,
one.
we're gonna start moving that way," because as far as she knows, that's the only way like where there's no commotion.
I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, these people. I guess that's a blonde dude.
Monema's job.
Uh,
Backpack.
supply drop.
Supply truck.
Get him out of there.
And he looks, he's like, "Why do you keep calling me that?" And he does a couple of snaps. A portal appears inside, but like Momo's still hunting, and Bakugo ain't gonna fucking take it. There's a fight going on, and he's not invited. He wasn't invited, you know, like.
Fucking
I
same
can't
season.
contact him.
Yeah, no, you're struggling right now. I mean, you can. You've got your phone, but if they're in combat, are they gonna answer their phones like
Oh,
that?
I guess if there's a portal there,
you could go through.
can I yell through the portal?
You can go partway through, yell, and then come back. But if you commit to going through, you can't return.
Shit.
Bail.
Also, they're not two-way portals. So did you say get them out of there, implying that
Yeah.
Monoma needs to put the entrance
Yeah.
with them? So yeah, you
yeah.
can't.
I
walk
can't
through.
do anything.
You could have him switch it. He's got plenty of snaps per round. Technically, it's just he can't use the quirk as fast, as well, or as long as Ito ever could. You know.
Yeah. Nah, I fucked it. It's all good.
Okay.
They're doing what they do.
Yeah.
I'll like yell at it like that does something.
The recon team is going to start heading towards like the back of the prison in that other building. They're going to drag Minetta and Anteater with them just to get a little bit of space.
Yeah.
Cool. Bigums.
All right, I'm in a pickle. So they called him Null. He came out and he pointed at me aggressively.
He's currently pointing at you. Yeah.
I know enough about Aizawa. Motherfucker has turned off my quirk so many goddamn times.
He likes to wait till you're like good 20, 30 feet in the air,
Exactly. This
too.
is a
And then he hits
familiar
you with it.
feeling.
Yeah, you got that little tingly in like the bottom of your stomach where it's I'm like stuck here, you know.
This is fucking lame. So I'm up on like the walls around.
Yeah,
the
you're on the
courtyard.
catwalk around the courtyard.
Okay.
Next to you is it's a little more than waist high. It's almost shoulder high wall, and then the barbed wire just kind of on the other side of it. The razor wire, and then freedom.
How is this? So there's wall. So it's not chain link around here. It's like solid wall.
No. It's like solid wall. There is a chain link like perimeter, a good little ways outside in classic prison fashion, but this is wall.
All right. I need to
Stop that. Get some help.
I need to pray that this gambit works out and this guy's quirk works similar to Aizawa's. And he has to remain pointing at me in order for this to work. This is a gamble. I'm a monk, so I'm going to I'll sit here, I'll see where the dudes are. I'll look down. I'll see fucking finger pointy guy.
Yeah.
That guy's an asshole, but that's gonna have to wait. I want to make a mental note of where he is in relation to wing guy.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna acrobatics, and I'm just gonna jump over the wall. And the plan is, if this works the way I think it does, and he has to maintain visual contact with me, then as soon as I reach the side of the wall to where it breaks that, I want to teleport behind the guy, grab wing dude, and then teleport out.
Okay.
It's a gambit.
Yeah, that is a gambit.
It all depends on if
there
this
are
guy
there are also 5 rifles trained on your chest right now.
I'm a monk. I'm fast. They're not expecting me to go
Monks
up.
aren't that fast.
It's the hope. All right.
Okay.
Marquise takes 5 bullets.
Wouldn't be the first time. When I stole that javelin, I got shot 4 times.
Hits the ground on the other side. I made it. Just starts spouting out.
All right. We've got a 25 on the acrobatics.
That'll get you over the wall and just about clear the razor wire.
Just about.
What's your AC?
29.
Three of their rifles jam.
Fuck.
As out of 5 attacks, I rolled 3 nat ones.
Oh.
One attack misses. You hear the rifle
Nice.
report, and there's a little pop on the wall next to you, and you get a little bit of the spalling from the rock chips and the bullet fragments.
Whack.
And you feel a thud. You feel like someone punches you in the calf.
Oh, that's fine. I'm used to that. I'm just gonna pretend that I got hit.
You take 9 points of damage,
Okay. But
but you lose all feeling in your leg.
oh,
It is your right leg. You took a direct through right through your calf.
cool.
You are not standing on that leg
That's fine. I don't need to
anytime
stand.
soon.
I don't need to stand.
Yeah, you were in the air. You break contact. The feeling does not go away.
Oh well, this sucks.
And you just kind of, and the grass approaches faster than you've ever wanted it to approach before.
If I'm near the wall,
I
can use the monk's slow fall.
Yeah, you slam yourself. Well, you had to go out to clear the razor wire, so
Well, all right.
you take 13 points of fall damage
All right.
as you just body the floor.
Oh, fuck.
You are, for the time being, at least clear of them, as they were all kind of on that catwalk on other sides of the walls. But they're going to be running to those corners and looking for you real quick.
Cool.
And then you were just in that maybe 10-foot spacer, and there is a chain link fence with razor wire at the top,
all right.
right next to you.
I
You
got you.
almost hit it. You almost went far enough.
Oh damn.
That you landed right on top of that.
Cool. Can I give
You
you,
got
a
a standard action.
can I give you a roll
Uh huh.
to see how much, if I have enough battery life to send a single text message?
Yeah, go for it.
I'll just roll a d20.
Yeah, pure circumstance.
We've got an 11.
In 11, you you're like, "Ugh," and you fish your phone out of your pocket, and the screen is just like spider web, cracked,
But does it still work?
barely. You miss some letters, but like, what are you trying to send in this message?
I'm texting.
They got the group chat
Okay, yeah.
for the
if
operation,
there's
the
a
operational
group chat,
you know.
I'll say, got wingman, need help courtyard.
Everybody's phone buzzes.
Please. Biggums has never said please before.
It's just like a frowny face afterwards. Little single tear frowny face. Yeah, you send out that text to the group chat. Everybody's phones buzz. Walker, you are in the stairwell.
I'm in the airwell.
In the airwell.
Nice.
It is your turn. The guy below you, he's got the handgun, and he is getting it sighted in. His first couple shots, he just pulled the trigger early.
Pulled the dude over the edge.
Not yet. You hadn't had your turn.
Oh, is it still?
You
there?
said you were going to.
Yeah. No, I'm that's what I do.
Yeah.
That's,
Okay.
That's what
Yeah.
I would like
Give
to
me
do.
give me a quick CMB.
Yoink.
I'm really good at those in the grapple suits.
Yeah.
You should nut tap him on the way down. Nut
Just
tap him with your
just
nuts.
hold him.
Tack.
Oh, with your nuts, just like.
Composite 30.
Composite 30. Yeah. Yeah. You just both
Confuse him.
shoulders, brace your legs on the guard, and just and he just like thuds into the ground, 4 stories. So that is 12 points of damage that he takes. And you had already done 22 to him. Okay. He's still conscious. He hits the ground and is in the cold zone. So that is an extra 10, 21, an extra 23 points of damage. That puts him out. Cool. Yeah, you toss him down. At that point, the swordsman is kind of looking up at you, and you see that he just has grabbed and kind of prepared as the other dude is ignoring you. He's like on his knees, leaning in between the bars, hands pressed downwards.
I've still got my movement, right?
Yeah, you
The
still
CM
gotta move.
That's my full attack action. to use
Yes.
Grapple. Okay.
Yeah.
That was a spooky ghost.
The ghost of Mother's Past.
Can I? This might be cheesing it. So if you feel free to tell me no.
No.
Can I use my? Can I shoot my grapple cable into the dudes? Can I just like turn just like?
So you've decoupled from the ceiling. You're just
Yeah.
standing on like the guardrail.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little precarious, but yeah,
Cool. I would like to do that.
yeah, you're right at them. Attack rolls.
Ranged attack.
Yeah.
20.
And call which one's which, I guess.
On the samurai guy, he seems like he's probably going to be harder to hit.
He is looking at you, so you at least don't have like the +2.
And this is just ranged
flanking.
attack.
Yes.
Okay, that's going to be 20.
28.
Yes.
Yeah, he sidesteps it, and it connects.
How about ice, dude? Crit 20.
Yeah, pings right into his back, and he just goes like, "God,
Okay, that's fine.
cover me!" And the samurai
Uh,
guy's just like, "Shut up."
I guess I can't really. Well, I don't know. Can I now retract my cables as part of my movement action?
No,
Okay.
no. That's all I'm gonna give.
I
you.
figured that was getting greedy.
Yeah, that's getting just a little greedy.
You know, it never hurts to ask.
Fantastic. From Walker to NPCs. Kirishima is gonna fight against blindness. It's a terrible fucking roll.
It's East. He's back.
Yeah.
In spirit.
Bakugo's making his little like firefly crackers to try to see, and he's just like, oh god damn it. And he heads out into the cold. He takes some extra damage as well. And he looks up and is trying to see his light isn't made that way, you know.
Yeah.
He sees like the figures and he's like, there you are, and he's gonna like try some AP shots at the guy. He's got some partial concealment.
Advanced placement.
And he hits. He sends some targeted rounds in. That is 20 points of damage ish. Not enough to take the guy down, but enough to annoy the shit out of him. Puts a couple holes in him. Kirishima's just like rolling on the floor. He's like rubbing his eyes and his ears are ringing. He's not having a good time. Momo's gonna move.
Wait, she got my text message, didn't she?
It buzzed. She's in the middle
She's busy.
of like doing things. Yeah. She's fighting that door, but does not get that one. Does not get the proper code first round with that one. Let's see. Jiro, Toru. They check their phones. Kite, they both look at you and go, Bigums needs help in the courtyard. He has the he has the target. He has the guy. Got the package.
It's the wing guy.
Why is he in the court?
He's got Quan.
Did he just ditch them in the basement?
He must have teleported there. Monoma, can you get him a portal? And Monoma's like, yeah, and he's gonna snap for you. Aizawa is currently fighting with Gruesome's crew. And that should cover.
I was like, why?
No. With them.
He doesn't
against,
know.
against the drunken horde.
Yeah. Okay.
Monoma makes a portal just generically to the courtyard. Are you gonna go through?
Fuck, I have
You're
to.
the last reaction guy left with
Yeah.
how this plan's started to shake out.
Beans. Step through.
Yeah, you step into the courtyard. First thing you see is not Bigums.
What do I see?
You step into the courtyard, you're underneath the catwalk, and you're hearing guys like, he went over the edge, and you're hearing like clanking above you. There is a guy in the courtyard. It seems that he has not noticed you quite yet. He doesn't seem armed. He's just kind of like a dude chilling. And you see Wing Guy laying like dead center in the open of the courtyard.
What is going on?
Feathers plucked, bones broken.
Kill this man. Not the feather guy, the other guy.
But it's not your turn
Yeah.
just yet.
Yeah.
It is Proxy's turn. And as you're running around and you turn the corner, that's when you see the police cars. They're going up and they're parking pretty close to the van. And more guys are getting out, and these guys are sober, guns ready. From the van, as Gruesome goes on your turn, some demons flop out the back and just immediately like assail the guys at the cars.
Okay.
But those demons probably aren't going to last very long.
Then it last too long.
Yeah.
Just gotta start the fire.
You race down the building, you pull out your stuff.
However much I can, and
Yeah.
the windows, and
Through the walls. Yeah.
Till the sweat drops down your balls.
yep, that's how hot it's getting.
Yeah, you quickly grab a couple Molotovs, light a couple of rags, and just start hucking.
Yep, and then whatever, like we have the oil, the flammable.
Yeah.
I'll toss that in
Yeah.
after them. Like once
Some
they're-
accelerants and stuff
Yeah.
right after that
just
one.
fucking spread it.
Gruesome had a Mountain Dew bottle that was just full of gasoline.
Hell yeah. I would have touched that boy.
I love that so much.
There's like 4 times he tried to drink it. I'd be like, not that one.
Yeah,
No, not
yeah.
that one.
He doesn't drink that one. He just smells that one.
Take it. He's like, oh, hell yeah. So yeah, so as soon as that's all done,
Yeah,
it,
full round.
yeah, that's
Realistically,
fine.
yeah.
He'll check, change appearance.
Yeah, you check around, and just as you're changing your appearance, you see some of the kids start rounding like the far corner of the prison. It's
Yeah.
shared alleyway basically kind of deal, and they start going to like retreat. You see that they're dragging two people. One of them's baby sized and the other's man sized. They're far enough
Is
away.
Aizawa
that-
with them or no?
they're far enough away. It's kind of hard to make out what's going on exactly.
Help the kids. Or go check on Gruesome. Go help the kids. He's gonna trust Gruesome to do what he told him to.
Yeah, you start moving that way
Yeah, so he'll change back into his first form that they saw.
that they would recognize.
Yeah, so they don't like, huh.
Yeah.
And I'll start sprinting towards them.
Okay.
And then once I get close enough, my plan is to change forms to someone stronger that I can help with. All right, where are we going?
Perfect. Yeah, you start moving that way just a little bit. Enemy's turn. Kite, you're watching as like these 5 guys go rush. Oh, there's another guy that you see, and he's laying like across the courtyard from you, and he is currently like rolling on the ground, grabbing his wrist. And he's just like, ah, oh, God, and he like stands up, and he's just like looking at his wrist, and he turns around. He turns his back to you, and there is a doorway there. And he's going, and he just like starts pounding on the door, and he's like, "Hey, let me in!" Fuck. The guy on the other side, kind of in line with you, he's currently looking that way, and he goes, he's looking up at the guys on the catwalk. He's like, "You guys got it from here?" And they're like, "I think so. Stay around though, just in case he comes back for us." Bigums, you're laying on the ground, wind knocked out of you, and you start seeing some heads poke up from over the wall. Your mother was a hamster and your father smelled of elderberry. You see like, there he is, and like awkwardly like rifles are starting to peek their way up and over.
You win.
You win. And they're past that. There's gonna be, I think, just one of them is gonna have a shot off this round. Your flat-footed AC.
Woo! 13.
He is penalized for the awkward shot. Like dirt right next to your head, not 6 inches away, just blasts up and like covers your eyes for a brief moment.
Life's hard.
Life is hard. Walker, you got those lines in. The samurai guy is going to grab the line that he dodged with both hands, and he is going to yank and try to pull you down.
Okay, that's fine. I'm pulling them up.
Yeah. CMD.
CM 28.
Oh, that was a bad roll. Yeah, he yanks on it, but you're able to keep and stay fast.
Yeah, I grab on and I yank them both up.
He's not connected. The samurai guy isn't connected. The frost guy is
gonna let go of
connected.
the cable then.
Yeah, he's just
Bitch.
like, yeah, he's
Coward.
It's also not your turn, once again.
Okay.
It's still enemy's turn, and he still has another action. That was his move action. He is going to draw his katana, and he is going to try to cut your cables. Not necessarily built
Toppa
for
sent
that.
me stats for the cables a long time ago, but I don't.
I'll worry about it. No. He whacks into him. Some cable frays and splinters, but he does not sever through it. To which then he looks down and he goes, "I think you're going on a ride, my friend." And the guy's like pouring ice down onto Bakugo and Kirishima, and he's like, "What?" But yeah, he does. He continues pouring down ice. Let's see. The last round he did 6, so that is now 8. As he layers the cold down, reroll ones. Ooh, very nice. 31 points of damage. Holy shit. Bakugo and Kirishima are about to go down. And Momo takes a little extra damage from that as well. But not quite as much because she's not in the direct blast. Who am I forgetting? Aizawa and Gruesome's guys are doing their own thing. No worries about that. Gruesome over with the police cars. Yeah. You hear like a massive explosion come from the parking lot.
Oh, they fired the javelin.
I missed it.
I wanted to be there for that.
Not quite. Fantastic. That is, I believe, the enemy's turn. Kite.
Fuck.
You're in the courtyard. If you run out and grab Wing Guy, this dude standing in the courtyard is going to notice you 100%.
Yeah.
The
But the
guys
other-
on the catwalks all have their backs to you as they're looking over the wall. One of them shot over the wall.
Oh, how high up are they?
Yeah, maybe 20 feet. Not quite. What did I say? Like 12, 15, something like that.
I have breast knuckles. You are in my sphere of influence.
Welcome to my world.
The Thunderdome.
I got you for 3 minutes.
3 whole
minutes
minutes
of
of playtime.
I have them for 6 seconds. I'm not going to overestimate myself here.
Just like every man in bed.
Yikes.
Say 3 minutes, 6 seconds.
Oh, fuck. I have to believe that they're coming through for me. I have to believe that they're coming through. I'm just going to dirty trick as many of them as I can.
Yeah. What's so there's 5 riflemen. There is the dude in the courtyard. And then there is the other guy that's banging on the door with his good hand still as well. There's a rifle on the floor next to him.
But he's out of range, isn't he?
He would be out of range. You could move into the middle of the courtyard and hit them all.
That seems bad. I'm going to stay where I am at.
Okay.
I'll leave that. I'll worry about that dude later.
That's tomorrow's problem.
Yeah. So nat 13 on the die. My to hit is plus 16. So that is 29.
29, you've got surprise on him. Those are all good hits. What is the dirty trick for each guy?
It's the nuts.
Just the nut shots?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all I do with this.
Yeah.
Go for the Johnny Cage.
It's tried and true.
Are you teleporting your hands while speed bagging, or is this like a series of uppercuts?
These are uppercuts.
Yeah.
Really packing some power into these ones.
Yeah. Max damage. 21.
21. Fantastic.
21.
Pop.
Attempting, sicken. whatever a nut tap does to them.
Yeah, no, sickened. Roll a d4. You get a d4 plus 1 rounds for
Think so.
you got the greater or just improved?
Just improved.
Okay, so it's d4 straight.
1.
Yeah, 1
Sad.
round of sickening for all of those guys. Also, Bigums, you see the rifleman that was like awkwardly trying to reload the bolt with that overhead shot at you. He like takes to the air for a minute and he goes over the edge, but he just goes straight into the razor wire.
Oh, thank God.
And he just gets like caught and hung up in it.
That was not me.
And he just starts screaming bloody murder as the rest of his friends, like their heads disappear as they all fall to their knees immediately.
That was an act of God.
Got it. The normal guy in
His
the corner,
insurance puts it.
he gets hit and he falls down and he is going to roll to his side and it's going to be a pure 50-50 chance which side he rolls to.
Wait, I thought you said that guy, you said the normal guy was like too far, but the other guy was there, right?
No, dude with the broken wrist was too far.
Yeah.
Null is who I'm
Null,
talking
Null.
about. He was in
Yeah.
range. That's who I'm talking about right now. He was facing, Kite's facing this way, watching the guys. Null is on that exact same wall,
Him in the balls.
just facing the same way. Yeah. So he's going to hit the floor and he's either going to roll to the left or to the right. And he's either going to see Kite or he's not going to see Kite, right? And it is a 50-50 chance Kite, highs or lows.
Highs. Yay.
Give me that circumstance.
4.
4. He
That
hits the
is
ground.
very low.
He hits the ground. He rolls and his face hits your direction. His eyes are closed, just like screaming in pain. And opens them, tears already welling up, and he just makes eye contact with you. And he just goes, "Ah!" It's not his turn. Bigums,
I will
not
hit
doing
you in the
much.
nuts again.
He's not doing much on
I'll
his turn.
do it
anyway.
again.
yeah, Bigums, you're laying on the ground.
I'd
in
argue.
pain.
I'd argue. You don't
Ah,
even. You don't
a
even
little
get
shocked.
to save against that stun.
You feel your quirk come back to you.
Oh my god. Okay. I'll like look over, like I'm near to the wall, but I'll like roll over. I'm like, all right. Oh,
Maximum effort.
I was there. Guy was there. And my friends somewhere over there.
You're starting to hear like a lot of rifle fire and stuff coming from the front of the building.
That's not where I want to be. So like we're all like I'll like flop over and just horizontal. I want to blink,
Blip. Yeah.
blip to where I'm like right next to the wing dude.
Yeah, you're on the ground next to him and he is like just breathing heavily, half holding on to consciousness.
I'll look up. I'll see Kite.
Does he see me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
yeah,
just give
you-
I'll
you
give him
look
a
around.
thumbs up. Thanks, buddy.
I don't see him. I'm looking at Noel.
Yeah, you're just like hyper fixated on this other guy. I guess maybe in your periphery you would see the Bigums appeared.
Yeah.
'Cause they're
Bigum's
kind of in
flat on
line
the
with each
ground.
other.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just thanks, buddy. And I'll grab wing dude and I'll do 2 blips to get just like
To blip out.
to blip out going
Yeah.
in the direction of where my friends
Yeah.
should be.
you blip out, you hit the ground with wing guy, and nobody's there.
He like lands on top of me. I'm like, oh, my ribs.
He lands on top of your shot leg. And you're like, oh, good news. I can feel it again.
He's like regaining consciousness, right? And he rolls over to like pick himself up, and his finger just goes like through the hole.
Oh.
I swear to God, I will put you back in that cell.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't.
Flop around. I'm gonna give a perception just to see if I see anybody that's
Yeah.
not pointing a gun at my face. That's a nat 20. God damn it.
Yeah. Perfect. Just rounding the corner, you catch a glimpse of Monoma, and he's got the anteater guy like under one arm, and it looks like he's getting propped up by nothing. So you can assume that Toru's on the other side, and they're dragging him currently towards the back of the prison and like away from all of this.
How far away are they?
Maybe 50 feet.
Help!
Help! Yeah, they stop. Proxy, as you're running up to the kids, they just like stop and look back that way, and like the 2 that they're carrying get put down, and the 2 kids that you see that are still ambiable start moving immediately. As Jiro and Monoma and Toru all start heading your way, but you can't see her.
Fucking sick.
You scream that. An excellent turn, leaving Kite alone with Noel.
E.
I'm gonna get a turn before Kite does too, so thanks
EA
for that.
Sports in the game.
Let's be 100% honest. Kite has a better chance. Bigums is not in the fight anymore.
Walker.
Until Noel turns off my quirk.
I'm gonna.
I can't fight
I'm just gonna
this.
step
Just
over
things
that
turn
rail
off
and pull
pretty-
homeboy up over it.
Yeah.
Presumably
You
he's
do
gonna
the
hit the
same
ground
thing you do
prone.
with the brass knuckles.
Yeah. You
when
pull
he
it, you're
hits
gonna
it.
like land on him.
Well, I don't need to land on him because I'm just gonna put my
Mike,
AK
you took
in
back
his
the weapon.
face and put a burst in it.
Got it.
I'm just gonna make his pronouns wasn't.
Because I saw him.
Fantastic.
Walker's like the needle went
Walker's
from
done.
That's all
the
you
needle
gotta
went
do.
from here to like here,
Yeah.
and now like it's just like flaccid on that side.
It's broken.
Yeah,
Gauge is
so
broke.
homeboy's getting new eye sockets.
Gonna aerate the brain. You
bubbly.
pull him up and over. He is surprisingly light and easy to maneuver, as all wizards are.
Dump him on the ground and just
You dump him on the ground, like right in front of Bakugo, and Bakugo's just like, "You bastard!" And you come like crashing down and just put the AK on the back. Give me that attack roll. You still have to roll it. You can always jam.
16 on the die plus.
Yeah. I don't need damage. You unleash a 5-round burst point blank into his back, in the back of his head, and just gore. Yeah.
Alzor?
He is ended. You see the samurai guy above. He kind of leans over and he goes from like casual to like, oh.
I just flip it up and point it at him. And
Yeah.
I say, it is like, come on, Bushido. Like Walker's fucking ready.
Guns beat swords. Get down here.
The only thing you need to know about karate is that guns beat karate. Every
Guns
time.
beat karate.
Doom guy over Kratos every day. Yeah. No, you point it up. You give him a little intimidation. NPC's turns. Kirishima finally like clears his eyes, and he is like you can see he's focusing and he's looking at you. He's like, Walker, and he's like starting to kind of like hug himself.
Roll over, bud. I'll help you in a second.
What? There's one more.
Katsuki.
And he goes like he starts going up the stairs,
No.
but he's like stumbling and
It's-
like struggling with it. Bakugo just blasts at the ground and lifts up a floor and is going to just full howitzer impact this guy. He's going to just full blast him.
That's fine. He can have, he can have that.
That one.
Bakugo screams out howitzer impact. You know, he starts spinning. The explosions go. And you hear, like, just like a missile, right? He launches down through the doorway of that next thing and just goes all the way down the ground floor hall, past all the villains that you guys had apprehended, smashes into the far wall, huge impact. Everything is crazy. And as the dust settles and the smoke clears, you see the samurai guy, like, peeks back over the stairwell and then, like, looks back. As Bakugo just totally fucking whipped in that one. He just rocketed himself past the fucking guy.
That was a warning.
Bakugo's like half stuck in the concrete now on the far end of the wall.
His
on
little
the far
feet are
end of the
kicking
hallway.
out.
Momo opens the door and just goes, "Oh, Walker, you wouldn't hear that. You've been firing. You've been in Bakugo explosions and shooting an AK-47 in a
Very
tight-
small.
tight corridor. You don't hear shit." The group text buzzes.
I'm in the fight.
Yeah. And it's it's Momo. She's found another guy, but it's not the target, you know. She's gonna keep looking.
Yeah.
She sends the update where she's
Well,
like,
if she sent the update, she would have seen like in the group chat. Like,
oh yeah,
the
that's right. Yeah,
last
she
message where I'm
sends the
like,
update and then she looks and she's like, motherfucker, and she's just like, get me out of here, you know, like exfil now.
well, hey, no, because if you'd
Yeah.
seen the message earlier, we would have left this guy.
Yeah. Monoma will open some portals. And Momo is going to exfil, and she is going to exfil with a big motherfucker.
It's Daddy. It's Mommy.
The man stands close to 10, 12 feet tall, and he is a
PTSD.
giant hippo.
PTSD.
He is as well naked, beat to hell, but he seems amiable. He walks his own way through the portal, kind of crawls through the portal. As he comes out, he's got kind of this almost wild look in his eyes. Walker, a portal appears next to you in Kirishima. You go, yeah. You guys appear. They are currently dragging Biggums, who has a gunshot wound to his lower leg.
As soon as I see Walker, Corbin!
I just created like
Better!
some vendetta with the samurai guy for fucking.
Yeah, you'll be seeing him later. Walker, you see Proxy running up, jogging up. Aizawa is now heading back your guys' way as well.
Well, I'm carrying the two.
Somebody get Bakugo.
I have the two bodies. Unless we left the two kids.
No, so yeah, you just reached those two bodies, but that's what I mean is that
Oh,
is
okay,
that
I
you
see,
guys
I
are
see, I see.
coagulating, right? You've got the two. You've
I
got
thought we were farther away, which is why I was like, wait, hold on.
yeah.
Okay,
I'm
cool,
giving
cool.
you a little more space here to just
Sounds
kind of
good.
expedite things a little bit.
I'll
So you
pass
got
on.
Mineta and the Anteater
Okay.
with you as you're just getting up to it. Kite's still in it. Bakugo's still somewhere.
I'll pass on that like
Aizawa's
from
moving.
Onuma. Guys in the courtyard. Get him out. Stop works.
Oh shit! And yeah. There's a snap.
What do you mean? Oh shit! You put me here.
Yeah. Kite, the guy looks and he points at you and just like horrid faces at you, and a portal appears next to you. Kite jumps through the portal and just lands flat on his back in front of you guys. Just
Worth it.
worth it. Bakugo like calls. Jiro's phone goes off and she's like, Bakugo, far hallway of the first floor. And Mono's like, whatever, I got it, and bips. And he comes through and he's pissed. And he's like, you bunch of cowards, let's get back in there and get him. And he like looks across the crew and he's like, oh shit.
I'll look at Bakugo and be like, I can do.
It's so much more insulting because Bakugo technically got 0.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, that's not necessarily true. There was a rapid response police force in the prison that was coming down the stairs, and Bakugo blew them all to shit, and they all crawled their way back out. But like, he doesn't have
He doesn't
proof
know
of
that.
that.
He doesn't
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah, there's
That still only counts as one.
Gruesome's demons are holding back and at least distracting everything up front. You have no idea where he is personally or the van, but you guys are grouped up together, and it is probably time to exfil. You've got 3 heteromorphs.
Out of character. Wasn't there? Didn't they say there were more people in this shed that we were going to? The fucking
Anteater guy
Anteater
did,
dude?
yeah.
And
He said that he
Dude
could
was
smell
saying
them.
that he could smell them in that shed, but he was like saying it with that horrified
Yeah,
PTSD.
they're probably
ridden
gooed.
face.
But I
They're
mean,
probably
depending on how
dead.
close we are to it, somebody could
Check it.
You guys were heading kind of that direction because that is away from like
Yeah.
the action right now.
Yeah.
You guys mosey that way.
Yeah.
as much as I can.
Okay. Yeah, no, you're having to get picked up. The hippo guy can't really carry anybody. You see like both of his arms are broken.
I wouldn't want him to carry me anyways.
He
Motherfucker
is
gave me PTSD.
he's just kind of shambling with you guys, and he's just like, what the hell is this? And he's kind of like looking across all of you guys. He's like, who the fuck are you? Like very confused, but he's not going to say too much shit because like you're his rescuers. Winged Dude needs carried. Bigums needs carried. Mineta needs carried. Anteater needs carried. Both Bakugo and Kirishima are rather severely injured.
I'll just pretty much I'll save like 2 charges of my quirk, but otherwise I'll just drain it.
As you start going, you start hitting people. Yeah, you start healing people up. Bigums, you're no longer bleeding. The hole seals. It is still massively painful.
Thanks, medic. You always give me the good touch.
Got you, bud.
Okay.
Tell
He's
your,
got like 3 broken ribs.
tell your lady friends.
That was not healed well enough to walk.
Okay. Yeah, you got
Yeah,
You got some options. You want to carry the little baby kid? You want to carry
I'm not carrying that.
you want to take the anteater guy?
Sure.
Yeah, you take him, and he is just like he's kind of out of it.
Actually, this snout's gonna weird proxy out. He'll carry the wing guy.
Okay, yeah, you pick up
The-
plucked man.
I'm about to
Plucked
say the
one.
plucked man over the.
closer to like Gruesome and his guys.
Yeah.
Anteater dude is fucking weird.
Behold a
This
man.
guy's fucking
Oh,
weird.
man. Aizawa will take the anteater guy, and Toru will carry Mineta, I guess. I
It has to happen. I
who's
feel
who's
bad.
left, right? Monoma
Yeah.
has to keep his hands free for if you need fast portals,
Toru's like naked.
I'll
and
pick
he's
up Monoma.
using portals,
I'll
right? You
carry
portals
Monoma.
your way down.
Monoma.
Well, then who carries Bigums? I thought you were carrying
Oh, yeah,
Bigums.
Yeah. I'm rapid response. Fuck all y'all.
I'm rapid response.
Drag Mineta.
I did
you
my
guys
job,
Portal
I think.
through. You get next to that warehouse.
On fire.
No.
The storage shed.
Yeah, sorry, the abandoned one, the one you were heading towards.
The body
Is
storage
you do
farm.
see the smoke start billowing from the other side of the prison as their like headquarters is well on fire at this point, and like you're hearing full alarms going off.
So these guys were racist, but they were the only, like, I don't know, helpful force around here for villains.
The only response.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. We killed a couple of them, but they'll be fine. They'll just find another
On that note,
warehouse.
so Proxy's gonna call over to Walker because he's got his hands full.
Yeah.
Hey, text Gruesome.
Just a quick check-in. Yeah, you send a quick check-in
How's it
text.
going, bud?
Sanka, you dead man.
Monoma creates some portals. You guys go through. You are just at kind of the beginning of this abandoned warehouse. Bakugo just blasts like the door open so you guys can get through and then ostensibly make another portal. A shot rings out.
Quietly.
A large rifle report comes from up top of the walls, and Kirishima falls to the ground.
Medic!
As you guys pile inside, Aizawa drags him in. He has a massive flowered gunshot wound right on his upper right shoulder, and he is unconscious. Sorry, upper right shoulder. This one.
I'm glad I saved 2 charges of the work.
Medic.
Yeah, you
That's
give one
on
to
you.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you stabilize him. He is a casualty though right now. He is out cold.
He's alive though.
He is alive. Yeah, but that arms connection is tedious at best.
Okay.
You guys get into this warehouse, and immediately I need perception rolls from everybody.
I'm a cat.
Yeah. 3 on the die, so useless.
It's gonna be a pretty hard one to miss.
20,
Okay.
27.
Another nat 20.
A nat 20,
29.
29.
Cat guy.
Yeah. Bigums, you puke. As you are all hit with this wave of wretched stench. Those of you with high perceptions, the first thing that you see are some hastily thrown tarps, but you see like arms and legs rotting and sticking out from underneath. Toru screams.
Quietly.
And as you guys start kind of moving your way across, Aizawa does. He goes and he flips that open to investigate. And the first thing you are met with are the cold, dead eyes of pro hero Selkie.
What'd she do?
Selkie is the big seal guy.
Oh.
Frog.
Oh,
went to.
gotcha.
Sue
Got,
went to,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Damn. That's rough.
Heteromorph stick around out.
Mm-hmm.
All of the bodies are heteromorphs. And as you guys kind of look through this warehouse, there are not dozens. There are hundreds of bodies stuffed in here. Just haphazardly thrown, piled, and then these couple of tarps just kind of managed over the top of them. You cannot stay long, though, as you are being pursued. I need an action challenge from you guys. 5-2. For those of you that can participate, and in the ways you can participate, how do you escape?
Fuck.
I don't think it's gonna get us out of this.
Well, like, come on. I don't want to die a virgin.
But some acrobatics.
Yeah, some fancy ODMing around.
Stealth?
A stealth. Absolutely.
Nat 1.
Nat 1. Failure. Ooh.
Bound to happen eventually.
32?
32 is a pass. Walker,
Why-
your Nat 1, you were carrying Bigums.
Mhm.
Yeah, you unleash your ODM gear and you start trying to just like get ahead with the idea of like, okay, if I get far enough away, maybe I can just drop Bigums and come back for somebody else kind of deal.
Like smack my head on a rafter.
You start swinging first across the rafters, then you bust out into the city proper and start swinging from building to building. And you start jostling, and you hit this weird bump, and Bigums just starts bleeding again. Like his leg opens back up, and it is bad.
Can I do an escape artist?
Oh, I was gonna offer an escape artist. That's like really all I've got. I
Yeah,
can, like,
you're
point
you're
a
gonna
direction.
try to
Go for
you're
it.
gonna try to be like that way, quick. You are penalized because you are now actively bleeding.
Yeah,
again.
yeah. Oof. 15 plus 15 gives me 30.
30 is a pass. You were at 2 and 1. It's
I can just
5-2.
feel every jostle. I can just feel my ribs cracking more.
You guys
Fractures are
have
becoming breaks.
access. You have Toru, you have Monoma, you have Jiro, you have Momo still active. Bakugo is still in the game, and Aizawa is still in the game. Oof. For NPCs to tap as well. Bakugo is heavily injured, so leaving, saying, you round a corner and there's 3 patrol cars and a small squad of Creature Rejection Clan members encroaching on you, and you say, oh, Bakugo blows them all up, may incur enough damage that he goes unconscious and needs to be carried as well.
Can I give a ride check for getting jostled around?
To ride Walker better. To
Yeah.
make Walker's job a little easier.
Can I do a disguise for us in the group?
How
gonna
would
be
you
tough.
disguise this group?
Being better about making them look less haggard, less student-like, more just like we're a group walking through.
Okay, yeah, when you start getting a little further away.
Yeah.
We'll save that for one of the
Okay.
last roll then.
25.
25 counts as a pass, barely with your penalties.
Gotcha, buddy.
So my only good rolls are climb
Uh-huh.
or sleight of hand.
You could climb something, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Help us find the best route of
Boo-
the building.
boost people up and over fences or something.
Yeah.
Plus 5, so 8 plus 15, 23.
Pass. You guys get some distance. There are some shots that ring out at you, and there is still very active pursuit. If you want to try to disguise, blend into the night, and kind of disappear, now would be the time. If you want to do something like just say fuck it and just start taking portal after portal and force Monoma into like a constitution save, you can do that.
All I've got left is animal.
If you
shit.
want
I was
to
at 15.
if you want to set up an ambush and kind of not necessarily risk your active team, you could do that.
Hey.
I've got a 15 for disguise.
But
Who
there
knows
are
that?
there are way more Creature Rejection Clan people, police officers and stuff out and about than you're reasonably going to be able to handle
We
in
can
totality.
Enjoy Zoa Scout ahead. Quick perception.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Zawa moves quick.
Aizawa does move fast.
AC.
That is a success. You guys break contact. You guys escape into the city. Sirens are still going. You cannot return to your hotel as they know where you were staying.
Wanna go Gruesome over? And he told him to meet us with a car.
Yeah, yeah, eventually you send Gruesome another text. It is well into the chase, like several minutes of you guys trying to escape and evade this area when Gruesome gives a text back. And it is lost the van, but I have the missile.
Honestly,
yeah.
that's fine. Like,
We can get another
I'll
car.
text him back and be like, "You did your job, bud. That's exactly what I needed of you."
He then also sends back, do we have spare pants?
No.
Yeah, we'll get you some pants, bud.
Thanks, heart emoji.
You can ask that girl. She won't do it if I ask.
Momo's hair is just like frayed. She's covered in sweat. Like,
Get some pants.
can I get a pair of pants? 34 by 34, please. Like,
All right, we'll find a spot.
yeah, you guys are out. The hippo guy, he's kind of running out of fortitude right now. They haven't been feeding him a lot. He's got some broken bones and stuff that he's dealing with. you get to a spot and he just kind of like sets down and he's like, I appreciate what you guys have done for me, but like, I'm staying here. And he's just breathing hard, and hippos don't sweat, and so like he's very obviously overheating and shit.
Hard day to be a hippo.
Hard day to be a hippo.
Are we near like a gas station or anything of that nature? Or is it just
Yeah, there's like some convenience stores around. Gas stations aren't like super common. It's not like the U.S. You know, where you got one on every corner.
Are we near?
But yeah, you get on your phone and you look, and there's a gas station not more than a couple of blocks away.
I don't know why I checked my watch as if that would help me tell Proxy what time it was. Depending on how we're doing, looking around the group.
Everybody looks haggard, like they were just in major combat.
Yeah. Okay.
Exceptions would be Jiro, Monoma, and Toru, but that's mostly because you can't see Toru.
Bigums is bleeding profusely. He's just.
But it seems like we're okay to sit here for like 10-15 minutes.
Yeah.
Are there any obviously abandoned buildings?
Not right around here.
I'm gonna walk over to Aizawa. There's a convenience store 2 blocks that way. I'm gonna run and grab some quick snacks and water for everyone while you find a place for us to hole up.
He reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a UA corporate credit card.
And you think they're not gonna track that? They haven't been tracking that?
No, it's secure. We have some of the best tech agents in the world that work for us.
How many of them are still alive right now?
All of them.
Who cares? They know we're here.
But yeah, I don't want them to be like, oh yeah, right here. Like,
Yeah.
They're at this convenience store. He's like, I've got cash.
I'll pay you back later.
He'll just head off.
Yeah, you go. Yeah, you guys kind of start shuffling around a little bit. And when we come back next week, we get out of town. We keep looking for broccoli. Who knows?
Boy.
Join us next time for a gruesome tale.
Bye, everybody.
Come by Wednesday for Mad King. Better.
Indeed.
Indeed. You guys, good night and goodbye.
Bye.